right, Trusted Profits. It's a formula here, and we are how many minutes away from posting at this first race at Churchill Downs. Let me get this ready here and just getting my setup going. Yeah, I think we're gonna get one bet in here. We got 4 minutes to post, so let's see what we got here. Currently, the 4-horse. Do I got the right Delightful Darling? Am I on the right race here? Yeah, Delightful Darling, Jose Ortiz, Mark Cassie. This is a firster, getting 8 to 5. Makes sense. I'm going to try to avoid that, though. In looking at these races where there isn't a whole lot of history, I do try to take a look at. I try to sometimes ignore what horses have done in the past. Oh man, how am I going to ignore the 4 though? That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. Maybe I do got to include that somewhere. So I'm going through this. The 4 does stick out to me. Okay. Yeah, I got it. The 1, I feel like should be better than 9 to 1. I do feel like the 7 here getting 7 to 1. I think that's a pretty good one to go with here as well. And then the 9 getting 7 to 2. Should we go for it? What you guys got out there? We've got now 3 minutes to post. And that is a strong beverage I'm drinking there. All right. All right. Yeah, so usually what I try to do here when looking at these maiden special races, it's difficult to take the firsters and compare them to anyone that's had 1 or 2 races. So sometimes you look at those 1 or 2 races and you scratch them and you look purely at jockey, trainer, sire, workouts, and whatnot. So the horses that did stick out to me, the ones I mentioned before, the 1, in no order here, the 1, the 4, the 7, and the 9. If you look at what these horses have done, the ones that have run, the 2 sticks out a little bit, but I'm going to try to ignore that here. I think the firsters and the 9 are probably going to be the best bets here. So let me think about the 2 minutes left, what to do here. Getting 7 to 5 on the 4. Let's try to beat him real quickly. So I've got an idea in mind here. I think I'm going to post it, and we'll do it at a fairly affordable price here. Let's see. Well, I'll double it, so it's 12 total here. And then I'll hit my button saying the pick is in. Will I? Yeah. All right. So I'm doing exacta box here just to open things up. So any 3 of those horses have to be in the top 2, the 1, the 7, the 9. Yeah, shows up early. Hey, Ryan Galvin, how's it going? Champion, Ryan Galvin. Good to see you. Strategy here is to try to beat the 4 maiden special weight. I get why the 4 is a heavy favorite. The 4 was pretty high for me, but man, sometimes with these maiden special weights, especially for a firster, I just don't like getting 6 to 5. Don't like getting 6 to 5 here. Yeah, doing well. Good to hear from you, Ryan. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Bobby D, also for joining. So I got mine in here. I'm just going to do an exacta box with 1, 7, and 9 at $2. Total price of $12. Bobby D jumping in here saying he's got an exacta with 2, 9, and 1, 8. So let's see what happens there. Good luck to you, Bobby. Also trying to avoid the 4 there, it looks like. I mean, the 4 definitely looks on paper to be good. In terms of workouts, does anyone stick out to me here in most recent workouts? Just going across the board here. The 1, 61 second 5. The 4, a 48, 4 furlong there. That's about it. not super impressive. We are maiden special weight. The purse is 120K. The 9 and the 8 are bumping up here in price. They were running at 92 and 90K. I think the first race out for the 2, he was 120K. Let me double check that there. No, the last race. Sorry, last race. 13 lengths behind in 8th place for Mother of Pearl. Nope. Yes, Mother of Pearl. That's correct. So we're gonna try to beat it here. Jenny Mack, welcome. How you doing, Jenny Mack? You've got Churchill Downs rates 1 exacta box 1, 2, 4, and 8 with the win place on 1, 2. Best of luck to you there. I'm gonna throw our bet back on. And let me subtract it from the lounge here, from the price. So get that scrolling. At this one here, let me take off that 12 because we got 8 races today. We can go 12 in the first race. So now we're down to 88 total. Hopefully adding a little bit more on here as they're loading up. 179, they are out. The 1 stumbled a little bit. The 4 got out like a lightning bolt. The 2's hanging on right next to him there, but he's a length back. The 9 is applying pressure about half a length off in that next lane over there. The 7 is a little bit behind there, trailing next to the 2. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of a pace duel here between the 4 and the 9. Vibora and Delightful Darling trading it back and forth. Vibora definitely looking to get a nice little angle here. Maybe the 7 looking to follow, hopefully. I wouldn't mind getting a 9-7 combo. That would pay out nicely for the exacta box here. Coming out wide there on the side. Can't tell who that is. Looks like it's the 8. So the 4 is starting to flatten out a little bit. The 9 is squeezing out. Nope, the 4 is rallying. I shouldn't say flatten out. He's doing just fine. The 5 is also coming up on the side. My 7 is fading. The 4 looking like the best here, looking like there's a reason he's 3-2. But wait, the 5 is coming up here along with my 1. The 1, Meringue. By a nose. I should have gone 1-4. Damn it. Shouldn't have tried to beat the chalk there. I had the 1 lined up. What does 1/4 pay? I'm afraid to look. Why do I try to beat the chalk sometimes? Although, no, the 1 did come down, opened up at 10-1, then went down 9-2. So a 1/4 is going to pay 18 on 1 for an exacta box. So if I did the same thing with the 4 instead of either the 7 or the 9 there, would have paid, though. Would have paid. Yeah, the 1 coming out like a lightning bolt here. The 5 doesn't have it as much. That's got to be 1/4, right? Anyone see anything different? 145 is what I got. By a head, maybe a neck. Yeah, by a head there. 145. Looks pretty obvious to me. All right, got any winners out there? Meringue, Delightful Darling, and Second City Saint. Second City Saint. Whoa, Second City Saint. Who we calling out to there? Is that the current Pope? How did they name that horse that so long ago and have it actually make sense today? Think about that for a moment, shall we? All right, what do we got here? Bob Jackson. Good afternoon to you, Bob. Good afternoon. Jenny Mack. Easy. Yeah, good job, Jenny. Good job. I tried to beat that 4, but man. Yeah, they did pound that 1 late. When I was looking, I thought it was sitting around like 6 or 7-1. And then when I went to check to see, once I saw that it won, I thought, ooh, there's going to be a good payout there. 18-1. That's not too bad for 9/2 and 3/2 for the 2 horses. But yeah, I didn't expect to see that. I rushed my bet a little bit. I should have waited and kept the 4 in there. But trying to beat the chalk in a maiden special. So what can you do? All right, good to see you guys checking in there. Congratulations, Jenny Mack. Looks like you got yourself a winner there. Yeah, $37 on that exacta. Nice, nice. Paul Nolan checking in from across the pond. Yeah. You've got Ascot going on over there. I've been detached from it today. If you've got some updates, if there's something you guys want to talk about, feel free to hit that in the comment section. But I've been largely out of it today when it comes to the Ascot, so I'm going to have to do some catching up later. Got here just in time for this one. All right. $145 is your finish there. Meringue, the 1, got bet down to 9-2, opening in at 10-1 with 1 scratch there being the 6. So there was some money that hit him late. Obviously, the 4 opening up at 7-2 got bet way down. He was the post-time favorite at 3-2. Jose Ortiz and Marcassi on that one. Yeah, Luan Machado got a nice little close there coming back. Anyone else? We know Jenny Mack is a winner out there. Anyone else a winner? The weather at Churchill today. That is a great question, Paul Nolan. I'm a bit north of Churchill, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But it looks sunny. It looks like they've got looks fast to me. Fast and firm, I would say. They should have no problems today. I don't see any signs of rain. If somebody's closer to it, please let me know. I could let Google do some walking for me on this as well. Yeah, it looks like 83 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot if you convert that to Celsius. I think you guys use Fahrenheit over in the UK. Trying to remember. I think you guys are like us in that regard. A little bit of humidity, 25% chance of participation, wind 7 miles an hour. So that should not be a factor. So it should be just fine today. Handicap for good conditions. Bodick, Ascot Playgates, 24 and out. Or it was today. All right. Celsius in UK and US. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. And us in Ireland. That's right. You're in Ireland. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. It is official. 37 on that exact for $2. Trifecta if you got that 145, 42, 57. And 10-cent superfecta is paying 27 and 84-cent change. All right. Guys, as always, we turn the page. Let me go back into sharing mode. I jumped on just in time for this one. Wedged a bet in there. And now we can... Oh, slides, PDFs. I'm going to go ahead and share. Well, let me pull something up first. Sorry about that. A little discombobulated here. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. Yeah, there we go. Got a PDF. PDF of the past performances from BreezeNet, so we can go through that as we figure out what we're going to do in race 2. Let me Chrome tab window. There we go. All right. Hope this makes sense. Can zoom in a little bit here. There we go. We'll zoom in a little bit more. So we just went through race 1, Meringue. Breaking her maiden on the first try. We got Delightful Darling, both firsters, and then the 5-horse Second City Saint getting third place there. So we turn the page, as we like to say, into race 2. Into race 2. We'll get to this one in a moment here. Let me flip it over. See what's going on TVG. We do have one scratch here. Abdicate, the 2-horse at 15-1 is now scratched. So we're down to 6 horses here. Let's see what happens. 20 minutes to post, so we've got plenty of time to talk through it. 25 plus in some races. Wow, that's a lot of horses. Bet you get good odds on those. All right. Yeah, so just like last race, we're going to get a lot of firsters here. If I didn't try to go off chalk, I think my my style would have gotten us a win there, but I tried to beat the chalk. Not always what you want to do, but sometimes. All right, so we've got going on here. I think the 6-horse here, Barstool, definitely sticking out to me. It's a horse that's got 2 races under his belt. Of the 6 horses remaining, 3 of them, so half the field, has had races before. If we look at a horse that sticks out to me in terms of jockey trainer sire combo, I would look at the 1, currently getting 2-1 though. Man, the odds are getting slashed here. Divot Dagger, the sire on that one, Knicks Go. That's a fun one. Going back to some of these horses that we remember from like 3 years ago, right? Knicks Go is the sire on Divot Dagger. See, running 50, 51, 50, 50, nothing sensational here. Eddie Keneally being the trainer, and Luis Saez getting the mountain here in that 1 spot. Last race, the 1-horse won, so I wouldn't look at that as a curse by any stretch of the imagination. We can pass up abdicate. I can say it. I can talk. I can words. And then we go on to Dr. Fenn, the 3-horse, opening up at 10-1. Yeah, we got Graham on the mount there, Cupid the sire, John Innes the trainer. In terms of the workouts, 51 second, 50 second, 35, 36. Nothing sticking out to me there on Dr. Fenn. This would be a bit of a surprise if he won. Moving on to the 4-horse here, we got Kid Twist. John Ennis, he's got 2 horses sitting next to each other here. Edgar Morales on this one. Interesting to see here. Edgar Morales versus Jimmy Graham. I would say the Edgar Morales might be the one that he favors a little bit more here. Been doing a lot of 3 furlong workouts. Yeah, doing okay. Got a 35 second in there, 36. Yeah. So now we move on from Kid Twist at 8 to 1. Those aren't sticking out to me so much. The 5-horse here, Red Speedo. Now we get into the horses that have some history here. So Red Speedo, Ray Gutierrez, John Hancock, the sire being game winner. Last time out was on turf, 5 furlongs, firm, 120K maiden. Fell back, started off 3 lengths off the pace there in a 5 furlong race, 5th place at that point, fading back to 8th place, 12 lengths back, saved ground, no avail, 10 horses ran the race. Okay. For that in Keeneland, ran 4.5 furlongs on dirt, 90K purse. Sat in 6th place, was 8 lengths back by the first call, 13 lengths by the finish. Yeah, not really sticking out to me there either, but again, it's early, right? Sometimes the 3rd race, that's when they flip the switch. Barstool is the one that looks to be slightly the best here at Keeneland. Ran on turf, 5.5 furlongs, 90K purse. Sat 1 length off the pace, faded back. 4th place finish with Luan Machado, who's the jockey today. 5 lengths back in that one. 4th place finish. First time out, went 4.5 furlongs on dirt, sitting 5 lengths off the pace there. Improved a little bit the stretch to 4 lengths off the pace, but then faded back. 3rd place finish, but he was 8 lengths back of Pinky Finger. All right. And then compressed. 1 race, 120K, 5 furlongs. Keith Asmussen, Steve Asmussen, the trainer. The sire is Basin, coming from Liam's map. Yeah, first time out. He was at the front. He was at the front by a head through the first call. At the stretch, definitely faded back. 3 lengths off in 4th place there. And by the finish, 5th place, 8 3/4 lengths off the win there. So there you have it. That is the rundown about as good as we can get with as little information as we have on these horses. You guys got any comments here? Any horses that you like here? It does seem to be, let's see. If I go through this, I would say like 1, 6, 7. And currently the odds: leading freshman sires, Leinster, Yalpon, Maxfield, Rocky World, Bolium. Okay. All right. All right, Paul, let me get a minute. Ben Curtis has 1 ride at Churchill card today in race 5. Ms. Daredevil just took 25 to 1, 3 places. What do you think? Oh, okay. All right. We're going to dive ahead. I'm fine doing that. We've got space and time to kill here. Let me see. What are minutes to post? Minutes to post here, 14 minutes. We got plenty of time, Paul. I can give you my opinion on that. Feel free to ask Sean when he gets on as well. So if we jump ahead here, race 5. So again, that's maiden special weight race. And I can pull up the, Miss Daredevil, 2, 15 to 1 morning. Firster, decent workout last time out, 49 seconds. Daredevil is the sire. And Ben Curtis, Ed Keneally is the trainer. Yeah, you got some other ones to compete with in this race. That's for sure. I definitely don't want to talk you out of it. I mean, you're good. If you win, you're getting an enormous payout there. So let's look at the horses that have a history here, shall we? So the 3-horse AP Sweetheart, 1 race, finished in the money at that time. And we can even scroll over here to the 5. Don't mind me zooming down here, guys. Rover's in, 46 people in. Thank you guys for watching me scroll. Appreciate it. Good times, good times. So we can go through race 5 real quickly here. So she's in Erner, Keith Asmussen, Steve Asmussen coming from Authentic, who is out of Into Mischief. So I would say that's a dangerous firster to look out for here. Getting the 1 slot there, and then you got your Ms. Daredevil. AP Sweetheart got the 1 race. This horse did improve, closed. Was 3 lengths off, sitting in 6th place, closed. It's a short race, 4.5 furlongs, but was only 2 lengths off by the finish there. So I think that is a considerable horse. Lewinsky, Brendan Walsh, solid trainer. BJ Hernandez, and Tiz the Law. Tiz the Law is the sire there. Turning out to be a pretty good sire there. 49 second, 48 second, 36. Lewinsky looks to be pretty sound here. This is looking like a pretty good group here, but with firsters, you never know. So there's a jump here from Clowning Around. Wesley Ward opening at 3-1. Got Walter Rodriguez on the mount there, coming from Hootenanny via Quality Road here. So first time out, 4.5 furlongs on dirt, 90K purse. Faded. Didn't show much. That was the first time out, right? Pressed weekend, 12-horse race. Then the second time out, switched up to turf, 5 furlongs, 120K. Was on the pace, it looked like here. You can't tell how many lengths back it was, but its second call was 2 lengths off, so that's considerable. Finished 1 length off the win there. So definitely understand why Clowning Around is getting the 3-1 morning. Together again, Torres, Mark Cassie. I think there's a second Cassie horse in this race. This looks like the second Cassie to me. Connect, Dutch Girl. Moving on, Brian Lynch, Mario Gutierrez. Red Drapes down below. We got some action from this horse. Yeah, here's the other Cassie horse. Jose Ortiz, Mark Cassie from Omaha Beach, undercover agent. 48 second, 47 second for furlong workout. 48 second. This horse looks like it's ready to roll. And Red Drapes. The horse got out, was really close to the pace at 5 furlongs at Churchill Downs, 120K maiden, and then faded back to 10. So you might expect to see a bounce back there. Yeah, if you're getting 25-1 on Ms. Daredevil, not my favorite in this race, but you know, at 25-1, you're getting a nice little long shot there. That's for sure. There are other horses I do like though. Also a Marvel fan. Yeah, we can send off some dead pet alarms for that, I think. There we go. Pop up some banjo, and oh, where's the alarm? I'm a one-man show here right now, so it's going to take me a while to bounce that around. Oh, here we go. Is it out there? Yeah. We'll count that, Paul Nolan. We'll count that. Let's scroll back up to race 2. I know there's a bunch of comments that I missed as I was going through race 5 for Paul, and we got plenty of time though. We can walk through this here. Having a hard time finding out where my mouse is. Scroll back up to race 2. Right, so as we just talked through it, got a maiden claimer here, 5.5 furlongs. The purse is 62K. Claim is 40K. Yeah, for maidens 2 years old, weight 119, claiming price 40K. Here we go. We're gonna see it coming up here shortly. We got 9 minutes to post. Let me go back to the comments. Bobby D is already on it. He likes 7 with 5, 6 plus. What is the plus for? What is the plus for on that? I do not know. That may be some literature I am unfamiliar with. Let's see. 4-horse half brother. All right. Interesting. I'm just catching up on some comments here. I think Bo and Jenny are having a little conversation there. Always good. Yeah. We need a bigger race here. 6 horses. We need something a little bit bigger. Dead pet alarm. We got to that. Yeah, if the horse gets third, you get paid. In a race like this, absolutely. I mean, there's going to be a surprise, I think, in race 5. So try key 5, first and second. So you like the 5 horse here. Curtis Stinnett, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Curtis. You like Red Speedo. Yeah, John Hancock. Ray Gutierrez, game winner. It's a horse that has raced twice already. Doesn't look like he's shown a whole lot. No bid, no avail. Finished 8th place both times, double-digit lengths behind. But, of course, they bounce back, right? Horses always bounce back. So sometimes that third race is the magic one here. And currently on the 5 horse, what are we getting? 6-1. Race like this, I mean, those are pretty darn good odds. All right. And you guys are talking about Ben Curtis here. Is it this race you guys are talking about? Oh, wait. Is Ben Curtis over at Ascot? Am I in the other country? Sorry about that, guys. All right. So as we break this down, I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, race 2. What odds are we getting? What can we do here? I do like the 1. I like the 1. I think that's the one coming from Nick's Go. He's a firster here. Curious to see Nick's Go as a sire, what he's capable of. My formula has the 6 as number 1. No shock to anyone there. At 6-5, that's about what you would expect, right? Any surprises coming out of this here? Pretty much. No, the 1 also gets some love as well, just as a firster. So I think we've got to include both of those. What are the payouts here? The probables on an exacta for any of these? 6, get 8, 9 there. It's interesting. The 7 with the 1 paying 16, the 7 with the 6 paying 8, the 6 with the 7 paying 7. All right. Can we beat the 6 here? I tried to play that game last time and it didn't work out so well. Well, let's take a look here and see. Yeah, I'm curious even about the 4 here. What were we talking about with the 4? Kid Twist, Edgar Morales, John Ennis, dialed in as the sire. Oh, yeah, this is the one that was doing all the 3 furlong. The odds we're getting on the 4 are 8-1. Gosh, it's a bit chalky here, guys. It's a bit chalky. Yeah. All right. So we got 6 minutes to post here. I'm all by myself, spending all the money. Fun times. I'm checking with you guys here. Oh, I see. So Formula Ben Curtis has the Jackie Miss. I see. Gotcha. We're all good. Ben is at Churchill. You got it, guys. What Paul said. Gotcha. I'm catching up. Like I said, the one-man show right now. Sean will join me, I'm guessing, in probably about 20 minutes. So this race, again, is mine. All right. What do you guys like out there? I am just curious to see. So Bo's got an opinion here. He was also looking at that 4. He's got 4 on top of 167. Yeah. I like that. Trying to get that price on the 4 there. 4 is currently sitting at 9-1. Yeah, there's definitely some value there. That's for sure. Let me take another quick look here at these workouts. I was curious to see. I thought there was 1 horse in here. Oh, Red Speedo's running 47, 48, 46, 48. That's pretty interesting. Hasn't shown a whole lot in a race yet, but those workouts look pretty darn solid. Don't know what he was working out before that last race, or do I? Oh, no, I got some March workouts in here as well. March. Came back May. June at Ellis Park. All right. And currently getting 6-1 on the 5. And what do those probables look like? Got 4 minutes to post here. Time to start ramping up, doesn't it? All right. So who do I exclude? That's the question. Who do I exclude? Asmussen horse compressed. Do like the fact that he was on the pace early. That's considerable. Barstool, Colebrook, Caravaggio. I'm gonna try to avoid this 6. I'm gonna try to do it again. Didn't work last time. I'm gonna fall into the same trap. Hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna try to do a very similar thing to what I did last time, and I'm gonna hope that it's more successful this time around. Here we go. All right, this time I'm going to do it with a key box. So we spend a little bit less money, but we have to force one of those horses in. All right, so exact key box I'm going to say is going to be, 7. 7's going to be my key with 1 and 5. So let's see, exact key box. That should be $4 as a $1 bet. I double that and make it 8. So let's see. So I'll put it $2 for 8 total. Saving more money for Sean later there. So that 7 is the key. I'm going to try to avoid the 6 once again. I'm going to try to get off the chalk. It's Churchill. Sometimes funny stuff like this happens. I'm not looking at the 6. The 6 looks to be, from what he's done so far, possibly one of the better horses. But we got a lot of firsters, and he doesn't look outstanding. He didn't get up to second place last time. He was still 5 lengths off in 90K land. 7 might go backwards. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, Mr. Bias. You think the 7's going to go backwards? Damn it. Yeah, he might, but does he hold on for second? All I needed him to do is hold on for second in exact key box. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to cement that in there. Trust in Steve Asmussen. Hope for the best. But yeah, that one, I'm digging that one. I want to see the 1 show up somewhere here. So Gatekeeper, yeah, let's go through this here. Mr. Bias, you get the 7, might go backwards. I mean, absolutely. I mean, we see it from here. If he goes out in front early on, if he runs the same race he ran last time, definitely going backwards. Can't disagree with that. But second race out, solid trainer. You're hoping that he's going to improve. So Gatekeeper, you got the 5 to show. Good luck there. 5. Getting a good number on that horse, obviously. And you can see I've got him in my box as well. James White, you got 356. 356. Plugging the 3 in there, getting a price on the 3, price on the 5, and hoping that you gather something up with the chalk there. So good luck to you there. Any other bets you guys want to share? Anything else that you're going with? Who you like in this race? And also, what are you drinking out there? I've got myself espresso martini. Delightful, strong, kicking me in the head. Good times, good times. The 6 in first, if we're looking at exacta probables on $1, paired with the 1 is $8, paired with the 3 is $40, paired with the 4 is $15, paired with the 5 is changing up to $18, paired with the 7 is $7. So that is the exacta probables with the 6 on top. Tito's for Bo. Is that mixed with anything? You're going straight vodka. I never could understand the straight vodka. But everyone's got their own, right? Everyone's got their own. All right. Jenny, race 2, exacta box 3, 4, 5, 6 with a win place on 4, 5. Let's be some nice payouts if you get them there, Jenny. Grabbing the chalk and the 3 high numbers there. Paul Nolan. Must be back almost 715 exact. Ooh. You're glomming onto me. Good luck. I hope we both make out with this. And Bo, ginger ale with a splash of the Tito's. Okay, good man. I think we should be having a race here. Maybe off already. It is off. Red Speedo out in front here early on at 7:01. Trailing him is Barstool. Barstool is only about half to maybe a quarter of a length behind. Definitely trying to keep up there. Definitely trying to take the pace from him. Behind them is King Twist at 9-1, along with Compressed And I believe the 3 horses in there as well as around in this turn here coming out of it. 5 is still out in front. Let's make this happen. Give me 5 with that 7 any day. 5 is coming out of it. They go 3 wide, almost 4 wide. The 5 is still out in front. The 4, Kid Twist, is trying to put his nose out in front. The 6 is still up there though. 4 and 6 are now your leaders. 4 out in front, pushing the 6 over into the 5 there. It looks like the 4 is going to take over here. Congratulations for anyone that had the 4 here. The 7 making a late push. It looks like it's going to be 4, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7 is going to be your finish. Congratulations to those who hit. Who had the 4 and the 6 in here? Bo, what do you got there? You got 4, 1, 6, 7. Congratulations. Nice work there. That's going to pay. That's going to pay. Jenny Mac, you got Exacta Box with 4, 6. And then you got Win Place and 4. Jenny Mac, you're killing it. Jenny, yeah, boom is right. Holy cow. Nice work, Jenny. Keep following Jenny for ways to make money. How about that? Yeah, that is a great hit. Yeah, well done. Bo and Jenny teaming up. Well done. 7 actually didn't go backwards. It went a little bit forwards this time. It didn't set the pace. 5 got out there early on. 7 tried to do something different, came in third, but to no avail for me. Let's see. Who else we got out here? Who else had something? Let's see. Curtis, you were looking at the 5. 5 in first. Yeah, you got second place in there, but unfortunately you didn't have the 4 up top. Close. And then Bobby D, 756 plus. Almost there, almost. You had the 6 right. 4 horse half brother. Oh yeah, there we go. You guys were talking about that 4. You guys were talking about that 4 early on. Well done. Congrats to you guys. All right. No inquiries, still unofficial. Everything seems to be above board. I didn't catch the entire race. I had to alt tab over to it after it went off, but it looked like everything was good. Missed the start, though. Things happen at the start, so that should be considered. All right. Kid Twist. What did we say about Kid Twist? Scroll up here. Kid Twist, first time out. John Ennis, Edgar Morales. Yeah, this is the one that was running a bunch of 3 furlong workouts. And hard to say much more. Trainer, first time start, 3%. Debut maiden claim, 13%. Maiden claiming, 15%. 2-year-old, 12%. Yeah, good job jumping out on a limb for that 4 there. That was really solid. Whew. And the try for, wow, Bo. That try is going to pay because you're talking, oh, sorry, 9 to 1 on top of 1 to 1 and then 7 to 2. Yeah, that's okay. Let's play the trifecta game, shall we? What do you guys think that trifecta is going to pay out at? It's official. Probably going to see it in a second here, but 4 over the 6 is 27. So I'm going to guess that try is going to be 45. Let's see what it pays out at. Should be announced in a second here. I'm going to guess 45. Anyone else have a guess? In a moment, you won't have to guess because I think they're about to say. I got 45. Who comes closest to the pin? No one else playing the game. That's all right. 2076 for the winner there. The try, 45.10. Wow, that was pretty close there. That was less than $2 away. 43. Well done, guys. The exacta on a $2 pays $54.84 on a $2 bet. Congratulations. 467. I don't think I saw my Knicks Go horse at one point in that race. I can't remember even calling his name once. Oh well, so much for that. Maybe Knicks Go, not the sire we all want him to be. Or me. All right. Someone should be joining me in this lounge here pretty soon. Okay, so it is official. It's out there. 2076 for Kid Twist on the win. 618 if you add him to place. 434 if you add him to show. Those are some pretty solid numbers there. Barstool, second place, 258 on the place, 236 on the show. And if you had the 7-horse there, what was the 7-horse called? That Asmussen horse? It was called Compressed. At 5-1, you get 334 on the show there. 43.10 on the trifecta. And that try would pay you at 27, if I can divide, 27.42 for a $1. Yeah. Not gonna try to beat Jose Ortiz here in race 3. Race 3. Oh crap. Oh, killing me, Smalls. Race 3, we are scratching half the field, aren't we? Yeah, we're down to 4 horses. Yeah, I'm guessing Jose's on that one, isn't he? Yeah, Amos, Jose. Still got Luis out there. Not on the greatest of horses. Rafael, he's got is it the 7? Yeah. Daddy Justify. Ethereal Road. Ooh. How about that? I'm not even grading him out that very well in this race. Let's see. Ethereal Road. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, that is a blast from the past. Let me go straight to him because I'm curious to see what we go back to in 10 races. No, we go back to 2024 to go even deeper. He's bounced around quite a bit though. Maker, Sweezy, Maquette. Now he's with Joe Sharp. What has he done for us lately? 4th place by 1. Oh, by 1. That's a pretty solid 4th place finish there in 8.5 furlongs. 4th place by 4. Rafael Santana. He's been doing some distance. 1st place last time was here at Churchill in November. Do we have to wait for fall to see the next one? All right. Ethereal Road opening at 3-1. Luis Saez in the mount. All right. We can go through them one by one, though. What do we got here? Yeah, I think if it weren't for me hosting, I would pass this race as well. So, but let's see what we got. There could be something of interest here. So race 3, we are 7 horses entered, 3 scratched, so we're down to 4 horses here. So it'd be a mile and a 16th, claiming at 12,500. The purse is $45K for 4-year-olds and upward. Weight 123. Non-winners of 2 races at a mile or over since April 19th. All right. There you have it. That is what we're racing here. Oh, why didn't I box the 4 in? Stupid. All right. 5 might do all right. Yeah, 5 might do all right. I didn't have them graded out very well here, but man, hard to pass up Ethereal Road. All right, we're gonna Equibase Ethereal Road now. We got time. Ethereal Road. 29 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 2/3. It's been a minute. Last time he was in a stakes race was at the Saranac Stakes in Saratoga, 2022. He ran 2nd place at the Rebel Stakes in 2022 at Oaklawn. He ran 7th at the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes in 2022. Then he went right back after that a week later to the Lexington, ran 4th place there. Ran the Sir Barton, got 1st place at the Sir Barton in 2022 as well. Skipped ahead to the Ohio Derby, which is coming up this weekend. Got 6th place in the Ohio Derby there. Yeah, and then that's when he started to fall off of his stakes racing career. And now he's doing a lot of allowance claiming type races. But the last time he's won, wow, it's been a while. So between the Sir Barton in 2022, his next win was 2024, as I mentioned before, Churchill Downs. And then he's gotten 4th, 6th, and 7th place since then. Jeez. Ethereal Road. Where you been, buddy? Where you been? Bouncing around, getting claimed. Good times. Good times. All right. Where am I at here? I meant to do something here. Past winners of Ohio Derby. We got the Ohio Derby coming up. Last year's winner, Batten Down. Then before that, Two Phils, Tawny Port, Mask Parade, and Dean Martini. This is a race I haven't really looked that much into. Current entries. The one that sticks out for me here, obviously, is Chunk of Gold. Chunk of Gold, the 2-horse, getting 7-2. Clever Again also sticks out at 9-5. Steve Asmussen trained horse. Like Chunk of Gold a little bit better here, I think. Curious if you guys have any thoughts, especially since we only have 4 horses to talk about in this race. Is there anything you like about the Ohio Derby? Are you going to watch it? Who do you like? McAfee at 3-1, the Dutro trained horse. Getting 3-1 there. Mo Plex at 6-1. Those are some of the early favorites. Then you got horses like Brereton's Baytown. Whew. Capo Luca. Extradition. Okay. Bohemian Style. Corvino. Master Controller. There's a bunch of horses in there that I haven't really followed a whole lot, I will say. But a bunch that I have followed as well. Brereton's Baytown. That was like the 30-1 Derby Trail horse of every race, I feel. Anyone else get that feeling? I feel like he was in way too many races. All right. All right. Back to race 3 here with 16 minutes to post. Let's go through these, shall we? All right. Scroll this over here. So currently at 4-5, opened at 2-1. Release McCracken, coming from the sire McCracken, to no one's surprise. Jose Ortiz. Tom Amos was a winner last time out, but that was all the way back in February at the fairgrounds. And that was the first time under Tom Amos, previously trained by Brett Calhoun, which he was going through mostly miles and 6 furlong races. Remington Park, a little Lone Star in Houston there, Remington Park. Looks like he did pretty well at fairgrounds. Yeah, before that he had a Lone Star win at 6 furlongs, but yeah, bounced back, had a nice little stalking win at the fairgrounds in February. Now he's getting a bump up in jockey here as well, going from Morales to Jose Ortiz. No offense to our friend Morales. Edgar Morales. Then we move on. Who do we have up next here? The 2 is scratched. So WW Crazy, WW Gone. San Antimo. I'm sure there's a better way to pronounce this. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I probably still won't get it even if you do correct me. Santanimo. A horse that's running a bunch of claimers, a horse that's run at Turfway Park a number of times this past year and has had what appears to be some success there. Last time out, though, in June 5th, which is 2 weeks ago, ran a claimer at 9 furlongs on dirt, got first place there at these Churchill Downs. Adam Bashiza, the biscuit in the mount on that race. Yeah, 3/4 of a length off in that one. Pretty solid finish there. Pretty solid race. Got an 84 breeze in that figure. But as I mentioned before, he had some success here, as you can see, at Turfway Park for some time. So his tap of the numbers pretty good. Did struggle in this one, but then got a second, struggled in this one. 4th, 3rd, and 1st. And then on the 24th, whoa, I see someone. It's no longer.
Hello, sir.
Help
is on the way.
Yeah, we've got 4 horses here. Which one?
I have a superfecta picked out just for you.
Let's box it just to make sure.
Exactly, box it, exactly. How are you, my man?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Sean?
Good. It's hot up here. 97 degrees in Boston right now.
Oh, wow. That's hotter than it is here.
It's a hot one.
It kept climbing on me, though, so I don't know what it's at now. All right, we're just going through. I spent some money. What can I say? I tried to be. I tried to beat the favorite both times in
Okay, hey,
and ended up getting boxed out by the favorite. But
there we go. I
but I will say
vote.
Bo and Jen are really on top of it, though. They have done a real solid job today.
Oh, well done, folks. Well done. Hey, Bob, how are you, bud?
Hey, Bob.
All right, so we have an exciting field of 4 here, huh?
Yeah, super exciting. Love it when they scratch down to 4 horses.
Yeah, I know, huh?
So we went through the favorite already. Release McCracken. Obviously, the sire on that one is McCracken. Jose Ortiz on the mound, getting the 1 hole for a horse that won its last time out at 2.8 to 1. So he got good odds last time out. In a claimer, same distance at the fairgrounds back in February. Getting a bump up in jockey here from Morales to Jose. Yeah, so we can see why he's the favorite, drawing a pretty low number. You can help me with the pronunciation on this one. I said San Antimo.
Yep, San Antimo. Yep.
Yeah, close enough.
Horse
that's gone from Churchill to Turfway to Churchill again. He's sprinkled in some wins along the way. Definitely looks like a pace forward horse. Seen him a couple times, 1 length off the pace, 1 length off the pace, behind by a head. His last time out, got 2nd place just 2 weeks ago. Was right on the pace in that one. Finished 3/4 off at 1 mile and 1/8. So then we move on. I think the 4 is scratched as well, right? 4 is scratched. So we move on to the 5, Ethereal Road, as Ryan Gallivan pointed out. Ethereal Road, where does that name come from? And Ryan obviously knows, right? This is a horse that was on the Derby Trail back in 2022. So we sort of skated through that for a little bit here.
Yeah.
And as you can see, he's bounced around every 3 races, 4 races, bounces around from trainer to trainer. He's currently with Joe Sharp, who's getting his first crack at him this time. But hey, he's won like twice in 4 years, 3 years. This horse has I think he won he won the Lexington, or was it the Lexington?
Yeah, very close. Yeah.
And then he won again in 2024 here in November at Churchill before bouncing over to Oaklawn. Last time out here at Churchill, though, ran 4th place with Luan Machado, bumps up to Luis Saez here, but 4th place, only 1 length off the win there at 8.5 or 8.5 furlongs. So Ethereal Road, he's been a claimer, allowance runner. That's what he is now. He's in the right spot, I would say.
Yep.
Now we move on to Daddy Justify.
Daddy Justify.
Can you guess the sire on this one?
Yes, exactly.
So winner last time out. Yeah. In Indiana, horse hasn't run a whole lot in the past 10 races that go over 1 mile, but he did at Del Mar in December, and he looked pretty good doing it. 7-horse race, so it's not one of these Del Mar races that's cut down to 5, right?
Yeah.
Stalked the pace early on, I would say was pretty close, then exploded out for a 3 1/4 length win there. He's sprinkled in some nice races here at Indiana. 8,000 claimer. Won that one, did the same thing, won that one by 2 1/4 lengths in a 6-horse race. So you see those every now and then. He did run at Santa Anita in 2024, 9 furlongs on turf, however, didn't look as good there. He's looked much better on dirt. That's what we got.
Like it.
I can hand this over to you, Sean, if you want to take this. I think
Yeah, sure.
I got let me put the banner back. I mean, this place is falling apart without you, bud. That's
no worries. Paul says saw the jockey on the 3 is his only ride of the mount. Yeah, Paul, that's just so you know over there. That's Gabriel Saez is Luis Saez's little brother. So the brothers are riding here together.
Look out.
This race. And what do we got? Our bankroll is what, $80?
$80, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit the button. I don't even need to do anything.
You don't need to do anything. I'm going to hit the button for you.
I'm just going to do a $10 straight exacta 1.5. I don't think there's anything else. Not too much to look at in this race, I think.
And the Oscar goes to?
There's no Oscar baby here. I wish. Exactly. It'd be higher. But no, I think the 1's just a better horse, and I think the what do you call it? The 5's just better. You know, Daddy justify the fact that he's dropped. I mean, he at 8,000 claiming it in the end, that's like the bottom, So even though he won, I think he's climbing back up the ladder. I think the 1 and the 5 is just face better, and I think it's going to be one of those races where, the 3 might. I mean, Gabe might, if he gets onto the lead, he might be a little bit brave, but I just think class is going to just win out, and the 1's going to be in front, and the 5 will get up to get second.
Okay. So you're doing it straight 1 and 5?
Just straight. Yeah, I think it's just 1.
I'll type it in. Exacto 1, 5. That's on a. Oh, what's the base price of your bet here? How much did you want to bet?
It's $10 straight.
$10 straight. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, and 10 will get us 30, which is not bad. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those races, folks, that like if we weren't doing a show, I might go get a hot, I might get a drink or something, or an ice cream or something.
Yeah.
But I think it's, exactly. So
Joseph, thank you very much. Appreciate the comment. I do my best.
He's the best.
Oh, do I have him reversed?
Yeah.
Let me just check here.
That's great. We're always up there.
Bankroll. Yeah. Thank you.
It's positive. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
Mark.
what happens when you're your own producer.
We got Jenny in the house. Hi, Jenny.
It's a good time for me to update and take out the 10 that Sean just spent.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there today. I feel it.
Yeah. I just think this race was not too much of a, and it's one of those, if you get beat, you get beat. You know what I'm saying? But just on paper, I mean, maybe the 3 runs his race of his life, or Daddy Justify finds it.
Yeah, I could see Daddy Justify coming in and taking this one as well. I think they're all pretty close here. But if you're going to look at things like jockey and whatnot, you're going to say, okay, well, I see Jose over there and I see Luis over here, and that makes a whole lot of sense.
I mean, even the doubles are like 19, 22, and then 53 and 111. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so they're not like people are, I just think the Daddy Justify, I actually saw that race at Horseshoe. And,
did you? Okay.
Yeah, and that's the bottom that's really the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he won, but he really didn't, you know what I'm saying? And then you're coming back to Churchill and against horses that are running a little bit better for you,
Yeah. I mean, I can even, if anyone's curious, I can share all the garbage that I put together for all these things here. Let me see if I can do a screen share, present, screen. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing there, present, share screen. Yeah, I mean, if I look at like the way I break this down, whoops. I always forget you gotta do that. Okay, let me zoom in for you guys here. So this is like the spreadsheet, like the base of all my formulas and crap. So if I scroll up here, you can see Daddy Justify right here, Ethereal Road, San Animo, and then Release McCracken. If I scroll down, this is what you're talking about. So I've got Yurton pretty high, Saez and Jose. Those are my top 2 jockeys in this race. But this is what you're talking about right here, Sean. This is the purse money for each of the races, each of the 10 races that they've been running in. So you can see Daddy Justify has not been running in the same class of races that Ethereal Road's been running in. And even here, I mean, you get a little bit of pink and whatnot. This is a heat map, but the 1 horse has even been running in bigger races than Daddy Justify. So and then we've got a bunch of scratches here for horses that have been running in other bigger races. But yeah, if you look at this, Ethereal Road, of everyone that is still in this race, definitely appears to be the class. So
there you go. By the way, no, I don't know. I don't think Todd's in here tonight, is he? I don't think so.
I haven't seen Todd check in yet. No.
Yeah. So if anyone's interested tonight, I'm playing double duty here. I'm excited here. I'm playing with us here for Churchill, but I'm also one of the guest handicappers on Woodbine Mohawk tonight. So all my picks,
oh wow!
So my early pick 5 and my late pick 5 are on the broadcast. So exactly.
Sean's spreading himself thin.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, so how many minutes we got to post here, my friend?
Yeah, I was going to check that out. Let me tab over. We've got 3 minutes, to post for race 3.
Okay.
Currently getting 4 to 5 odds on the 1, 2 to 1 on the 5. The 7, Daddy Justifies getting 7 to 2, and the 3 we haven't paid a whole lot of attention to.
No, down to 6 to 1. Yeah, and if Gabe, I mean, this is one of those races, you know, I'm saying if Gabe gets brave and, you know what I'm saying, and starts riding, you know, front, and then everyone thinks he's going to come back and then he doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
this horse has stuck up there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you see him set the pace, push the pace, and he sticks with it too. So at 6 to 1 in a 4-horse race, there could be some value there. I think this field feels very even to me. It doesn't. Yeah, I totally get the bet you put in, but it still feels even.
I do think the 1 is the class. You know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, who comes in back of him, you know?
Yeah. Going back to my chart here, I'm just looking at it on my own. In terms of overall winnings, the 5 has the edge, but in terms of winnings at the distance, the 1 has the edge.
Sure.
So the 1 is winning 37K per race at this distance. The 5 is winning 28K per race at this distance, and then you go down to the other 2, it's like 6 and 11K.
Yeah.
So
and I guarantee you, 5 won 90% of its money about like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
So even though that, you know what I'm saying, with the.
And that's one reason I think that the 5, even though he appears to be the class of the race, in my opinion, just based on what he's run before.
Sure.
Much of it is like 2 or 3 years ago. That's why I think, you know, you could even look at the 7 here to upset him a little bit. But
we'll see
what happens.
No doubt. They're going to the gate here, folks.
Bob Jackson, give him the 3 a win play.
Love it. There you go.
Irene is playing a pick 6 and singling the 1 here. Good luck with that, Irene.
All right. Good luck, Irene.
Mr. Bias, Woodbine, tough to cap.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, harness racing. Yeah, I do picks every day on X or Twitter for Woodbine Mohawk, and occasionally I'm on the main broadcast with my picks. And tonight, I don't think my daily picks are, but my best bet and my early pick 5 and my late pick 5 are on tonight because there's a lot of people on tonight. So
we are out. San Animo is up in first, getting a little bit of pressure there from the 7, who's going a little bit wide in that first turn there. The 1 squeaks in between them a little bit. 3 is still out in front by 3/4 of a length, with the 1 trailing him, and next to them in that second lane is the 7. Ethereal Road is right behind. They're all bunched up together here, though. There's maybe 2.5 lengths between all 4 horses right now, but it is San Animo that's still on the lead there. Now getting a little bit more pressure from Daddy Justify, who does really seem to want that lead. He's pushing for it, and he's about to pass in an outside lane, trailed by the 1 and the 5 in those respective lanes there. Still very close race. 24.87 is your first quarter here in race 3. San Animo still on the lead there, maybe by a head, and he's got the inside track. Next to him, falling back maybe by a head, maybe by half a length, is Daddy Justify, trying to rate there a little bit as they go into that last turn there. 49.10 is the half-mile number, not too fast. The 7 kicking it in, the 5 kicking it in. The 1 is still trailing the 3 here, so we're going to see what happens when he comes out of the stretch, as they are about to do here. But right now, getting a nice little tight turn there. San Animo still in the lead at 10 to 1. He's going to get a lot of pressure going down the stretch as he enters it with about a length of the lead. Jose's trying to come around, makes a move to go inside. So Jose with the 1 is trying to get on the inside track there and pass 3 San Animo. It looks like he's going to push his way through.
Yeah.
But as they battle,
look at 7 days.
Daddy
Justify trying to
Justify.
get up there for a second.
Yeah, Jose explodes out. He's going to get the win. It's going to be 1, 3, and 7.
And the 5, nowhere to be found. Yeah.
The 5 did not look right there coming across the finish line.
Not at all. No.
He was hanging his head pretty low there.
He was, yeah. No, the 1 was definitely the class of the field, but great job by Gabe Sayas to get up for second, you know? And that's one of those things too, where I mean, exactly. If you got beat, and notice by the way, the 5 went down to 4-5. Someone lost a lot of money on the one that actually went off to 6-5. Wasn't even the favorite.
Right, you're right. He didn't go off the favorite 6-5. He was sitting around like 3-5, 4-5 land for a while, but then somebody unloaded on Ethereal Road, and like I said, did not look right across the finish line there.
No. And that's one of those things too, like where you have to look. Uncle Sully, how are you, my good man?
Uncle Sully
got 137. Yeah. Exactly. But great one, Irene. You're alive. Your thing. That's fantastic. Way to go. That's one of those things too. I like to say to people too, like if you're the exacta was paid $9, which is not bad at all. So it's going to pay like 18, 20, $18-20, which is great.
Oh yeah.
But if you're going like 1 all, and then you know what I'm saying, which is you're great, but you're spending 15 to get 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really your value. Really, I mean, it's better than losing, but I'm just saying, try. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go over
Yeah. If you can do that all night, more power to you.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I mean, that's also one of those circumstances where if you're not hitting at a really reasonable rate, you're going to end up losing as much as you win.
Oh yeah, exactly.
In the long run, losing. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
And we're all geniuses after the race. I could have done probably a $5 exacta with him because I really didn't like the 7. You know what I'm saying? But the 7 came in third and the 5 didn't even run. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so you don't.
Yep.
So that's
you lose money either way, right?
After the race, but if you know what I'm saying, but if the but then if you bet the other way, then it comes in 1-5. Yeah. Exactly, Paul. Gabe gave you a great ride there. He tried to steal it from the front. Just Jose had too much horse. Yep. In the 5, I think something was wrong there with Ethereal Road. I don't think he was. Yeah. He didn't finish that race well at all.
Did not look right. Look right.
Oh, well.
Well, that's why we got more races, right?
Amen.
Got 5 left and more scratches coming up. We got a 5-horse race coming up here.
No,
Churchill
okay.
is Churchill horse.
Bad weather down there? Or maybe it's the heat.
Maybe a bug's going around. Yeah, I think there's a late scratch on the 4 because I originally had this as a 6-horse race. And the 4 is the one unless I missed it. I could have missed it too.
Yeah.
We got 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9. And there is some heat down there.
Yeah.
And again, we're going back to maiden claiming. But we'll wait for this. This is official now.
Yeah.
Release McCracken paying out $462 on a win, $330 on a place. The exacta paid $18.86 on a 2.
Oh, not bad at all. Yeah, that's
not bad at all. Yeah, it was over $9 on a single dollar bet.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Probably hindsight should have done a $5 exacta, the 1-3-1-7, but we're all geniuses.
Or just dump 20 on the 1 to win. Right?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's true.
Yeah.
But with some races left, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Daily double on a $1 paid $19.74. Pick 3 on 50 cents. 141 paid $57.89. Not too bad actually on those.
No, not bad at all. Exactly.
Yeah. Because I'm looking back here. Okay, Kid Twist. That was our big surprise. The last race. Meringue, I think there were a few of us that were pretty high. I had him in my box. Kid Twist. I should have been on that horse. I'm pissed off at myself. I got too wound up about Divot Dagger and being from Nick's Go. I was excited about that horse going off for the first time. But like you said, all geniuses after the fact, and we always
page,
right?
No, we're all geniuses after the fact. Very
Daddy no justify. Yeah, at Indiana, I mean, this is a pretty solid horse, but at Indiana, I think Justify would make a lot of horses cry. So you're right on that.
Right. Yeah.
Nice one for Irene. Indeed.
Kenny Max said, if you tried to beat the one that race, call your sponsor.
Made race fun cheering on Gabe. There we go.
I agree. I agree, Jenny. he was much the best there.
Indeed. All right, what we got here? 22 minutes to post.
Yeah.
Sean, any thoughts on the Ohio Derby? This is a race
Ooh.
I've not handicapped it at all. I've
Okay.
barely looked into it.
Yeah.
Maybe I could even pull it up on my screen here. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me do that.
Let me bring it up.
I
here,
will.
Yeah.
I'll squeeze it into the screen so you can see.
Yeah, this is an interesting race.
Yeah, and let me zoom in a little bit on that. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Wrong race.
This is a fascinating race, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting race. We got obviously I'm biased because Chunk of Gold is a preservationist baby. But
I knew you would be.
But yeah, exactly. But no, I really do think he has a legitimate chance in this race. I think Ethan's done an amazing job with this horse. He's really confident in this horse. I think McAfee, the fact that you get Johnny V to come in for Dickie Dutrow is a huge plus. You know, the fact that he comes in to ride. Clever Again is definitely the worthy favorite in this spot. You know, the American Pharaoh baby, Jose Ortiz, Steven. I mean, Asmussen. No one's hotter than Jose. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him go 9th at the Preakness, and obviously there was a bit of bumping and grinding going on there.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he got absolutely just sandwiched. I'm not. You can't call it. You know,
he got smushed.
Destroyed. Exactly. I mean,
but this is a total gate to wire horse. He did it here at Hot Springs at a mile in a small crowd. My thing with Clever Again is even at Preakness, right? And it's a longer race, Preakness, than what we're talking about here for Ohio. I'm surprised he's 9-5 because I am not thoroughly sold on him being able to gate to wire this field of 10 with a horse like Chunk of Gold, who I like. I didn't like him for the Derby, but for this race, I really like him.
Sure,
you've got McAfee. You mentioned him, Moplex is in there as well.
Moplex, very interesting. Even the fact that you get, I know it sounds funny, you get Big Money Mike to come in and ride. Peter Miller gets Mike Smith to come in and ride Carvino. I think that's that. I'm just saying he doesn't really come in just to, just for ice cream, So the fact that he's that you've gotten him a chance, I'm just saying to at least run, I think he's a little bit below this group, but I'm just saying that I just find it interesting that Mike Smith actually came in to ride this horse.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at Jeff Ruby Stakes, which is the biggest race that he's been in. Obviously, this is the only graded stakes race he's been in. So Carvino Corrales was on the mount there. He started out in back. He advanced up and got up to 6th place in that one. If we go over here, he was 8 lengths off, trailed most of the race. Any interesting notes on Carvino here? Raced in the 4-path long far turn. In the 5-path, so he's on the outside a lot. He was running a longer distance than some of the other horses. He's got a shot like a lot of these horses do. I wouldn't call him a favorite, obviously, but you bump up to Mike Smith, like you said, and that's one of those
things where I don't really understand the horse, but you have to respect the connections. Why are you coming in from West? I'm saying just to ride around in a circle, Unless I always check the undercard too to see maybe if there's another horse that he's really there for, and he just happened to be. I have a mount, so I'm saying I haven't checked that yet, but sometimes that can be on those big days where Mike maybe has a big horse and he, one of the other ones. But I would say to me right now, I mean, all heart, things aside, I think McAfee is Clever Again definitely deserves another shot in the Preakness. The other thing is about him, and this is what I like about Chunks of Gold, is that he really got hit in that race pretty good. I you know what I'm saying, for the Preakness. So I would be interested to see what type of race he runs if he's a little shy after getting kind of destroyed there on the inside.
Clever Again, you mean?
Oh, yeah, Clever Again, yeah. Clever Again. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, last time
Yeah.
Chunk of Gold ran was 9th in the
Yeah, and he
Derby.
ran a good race. Even Ethan
Yeah.
and Paige West, who's a great, his wife, they were both thrilled. He didn't pass some horses and he didn't take to the track,
Right.
but he was coming late. You know what I mean? So and I think it sounds like it's going to be a fast track, which I think will be right up his alley. You know,
Yeah.
and so
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
good pace. So
Yeah,
I'm not
Moplex
picking him.
coming in here.
Who?
I mean, Moplex from
Yeah,
Engelhart, Ramos,
yeah, the New
100% in
York
the money
bred. Yeah,
finishes. Yeah. And he's running. Yeah, I mean, he was even the Champagne Stakes back in October. He was in the
and
Sanford
ran
Stakes before
a
that, won
respectable
that.
third too. You know,
Yeah.
if
I'm just trying
you're
to figure out.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out if this horse, and I'm just going through like one at a time here.
Mm.
7 furlongs here. Has he run up to this distance before? Gander Stakes, did he run up to the distance here? And maybe someone in the comments who's handicapped this already. 1 mile at the Gander
He's
Stakes.
going to be one of those horses where if you're a Fields
Rated.
of Gold fan, you're hoping Moplex goes to the lead. Because if he's
Yeah,
if this isn't the distance he's used to, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
you get a nice pace up front, and then Jareth can kind of sit off and just kind of pounce late, you know?
yeah. I was surprised to see Moplex was in this race. I thought he was more of like a miler, a sprinter,
Yeah,
somewhere
me
in
too.
between 7
Me
furlong
too.
horse.
I was a little shocked to see him in this race. I mean, the good thing is if you're Engelhart and Ramos, you're on the outside, so you can just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for him, he better clear, because if he's in the 10 post and he doesn't clear, that could be a much longer trip around that first turn. Then you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that, you know, so that post is not ideal. I would like to see him a little bit more inside if I was a big Moplex fan, you know, but
Capo Luca, 3 horses at Thistledown, 3 wins, including this allowance optional claimer where he got a 98 Equibase figure. All right.
Yeah.
I think he's outclassed here, but obviously, but
you never know when those guys
fun one to talk about.
Yeah. No, yeah. That was great. Yeah, no. Yeah, so my top 3 is and I'm not when I say this, Formula knows this. I don't handicap just because of my my likings
Your
for a horse.
connections.
I try to handicap the way, you know what I'm saying. I think it is. I think Field of Gold is actually the horse to beat in my
Chunk
opinion.
of Gold.
I think a Chunk of Gold. So yeah, exactly. Field of Gold was the one that ran the Ascot amazingly. But Chunk of Gold, I think, is the horse to beat. I think McAfee's right there, and Clever Again, I think, is a good horse. I don't know if he's a great horse, but maybe has to show that Preakness was an absolute fluke with the getting nailed. But he was getting tired. You know, even when he got nailed, he was getting tired. So now, if he goes out, if you're a Chunk Gold fan, you could have Moplex and Clever Again on the lead together, which would be brilliant, because then you'd have like a 45-46, which would really set up Chunks. You know what I mean? Coming from behind, and also would help McAfee too. You know what I'm saying? So that's a, you know, so that could be a very formidable race if you do get some. And Mike has been known to bring his horses out to the lead, so that could be interesting up front early. So that's going to be a fun race to watch.
I agree. Yeah, it's not as deep of a field of, hey, remember when this horse ran in the Derby, as much as I hoped it would be. But Chunk of Gold being in there makes it fun. Clever
and
Again.
Remember too, he scratched out of the race with Burnham Square and to be in this race. So the East Avenue, they scratched out for this spot. So clearly,
I'm drawing a blank on the name of that race too. The Matt Win.
The Matt Win, yeah, exactly. They purposely scratched out of this for this spot, so they're definitely coming for this spot, which is, I think, is a very positive. Hey, Hot Rod, yeah, no, I'm with you, buddy. Yeah. I'm with you. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a preservationist fan. I do believe that I think he's the strongest candidate in this field, and I think the race will kind of set up for him. You know, exactly. So I think he's definitely the horse in my mind to beat. And Jareth knows this horse so well.
Yeah.
All right. But now we're moving on to the 4th race here, my friend. You're going to take this one?
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Yeah.
So
6 furlongs, 6.5 furlongs. maiden 30,000. For maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and up.
All right.
And this is an interesting race here. Yeah.
We got 12 minutes to post on this one. It is maiden, as Sean just said. If we look at the first horse here coming out of Honor AP is Sight Adjust. Breeder Jake Delhomme. How about that? Jake Delhomme.
Yeah.
The trainer here, Forrest Grant. Corey Lannery is the jockey. If you look out here, 5 furlong, 1 minute workout. That is not too shabby at all. He's got a 47-second 4 before that, a 48-second 4, 49-second. His last 3 workouts look to be pretty solid here, but again, he is a firster, drawn the inside there.
And he is 3-1. So someone is because of the scratches. Because of the scratches. Yeah, he is definitely taking some. And I see Grant Forrester with the nice straw hat on today, so maybe he thinks he's getting his picture taken. That's always good. That's always a good sign right there. Exactly.
Then we move on to the 2 horse here, currently at 5-1. Luan Machado, Ryan Walsh coming from Temple City. This is a horse that was claimed a few races ago. Luan Machado got his first race out with Ryan Walsh on this horse at Churchill Downs in April. Got second place, 4 lengths behind the winner there. He was pressing most of the race, it looks like, and then just faded at a mile. How long is this one again? This
is only 6.5 furlongs. Yeah,
6.5 furlongs, which that could be his wheelhouse. It seems like this horse struggled quite a bit under Darren Miller and then got like a real nice race under Ryan Walsh. I'm curious to see if he can repeat that, because he started to trend up here. You can see like a progression, 19 lengths behind, 5, 11, 8, and then 6, 7, 5, and up to 4 with Ryan Walsh the first time. So curious to see what we can do here. Now we move on to your current favorite at 8-5, opening at 5-2, Kissin' Riches. The 3 horse here, Jose Ortiz with Joe Sharp, Munnings being the sire. Pretty strong sire for short distances, I must say. This horse was twice at 3rd place on the turf, though. I mean, this is a horse that's been mainly on turf. He went off turf at 58K maiden at Fairgrounds a few races ago, got 4th place, 6 lengths behind there. Then ran his first official dirt race at 6 furlongs at Churchill, 92K maiden, 15 lengths behind there with Jose Ortiz on the mount. Any notes on that one? Chased inside. 11 horse race. Yeah. And then we skip through the next 3 horses. Gone. And we land on the 7. Parking Lot Pours. Definitely not getting that today. Ray Gutierrez, Gennaro Garcia, Speedster, however you want to say it. Ran at Indy the last couple times. 5th place, 17 lengths behind, and then 3rd place, 5 lengths behind. Both maiden 32K races there, a mile 70 and a mile. Before that was at Turfway. So he's run both Tapeta and he's run on dirt. It looks like his best race was December 18th. He was very close there, 1 3/4 lengths off 3rd place behind the winner there. And I believe we have one more horse. We skipped the 8. We move on to the 9 horse. Ibuki, 4-1 opening, currently sitting at 3-1. Luis Saez, Rodolphe Brissett, Authentic being your sire here. First time out, this horse looked like he had a little bit of a shot there, got 3rd place, but he was 9 lengths off. Second time out, went on the turf there at Ellis Park. We haven't seen him since August. This is a horse that's had a bit of a layoff. 13 lengths behind in that one, 8th place. Those are your horses. Those are the horses that we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
The ones that make up this race. Sean, let's see how many minutes we got here. We got 8 minutes to post. Plenty of time. What are your thoughts?
Okay, this is interesting. It's a Vodex passing the race. Don't blame me. Hey, if you don't like it, hey, exactly. You guys, Bob Jackson's picks at 2-6. Kevin Phillips, how are you, buddy? Okay, so this is an interesting race here. So you are correct there on the 1. The breeder is Jake Delhomme, known as better as the quarterback who faced the Patriots in the Super Bowl from the Carolina Panthers. But notice, this is interesting, okay? Forest Lake has had some winners, right? She's as a dam. And interesting that Jake Delhomme keeps this one because he is set Hut LLC. That is his ownership team. So he's
Yeah.
actually keeping this one for himself, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Normally, I'm going to go up against my rule here. I do not like betting generally first timers on the rail. I think that's a very tough thing. However, usually firsters are in an 8-10 horse race. This is only 5. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have more room to kind of breathe. You know what I'm saying? It's 6.5 furlongs, so they can, you know. So yeah, exactly. So I really like this one. I like the fact that he's worked out well at CDT. It's great workouts. Jake kept this horse himself, which I think is big. You know what I'm saying? For themselves, maybe this horse might outrun. And I just think this horse is the horse to beat. And Grant's got his nice straw hat on, so that is definitely a huge plus for this race.
Sure.
Secondly, I put the 3 in second. What do you call it? But the more I'm looking, I'm actually going to switch my order. I'm going to do the 9 Ibuki. Ibuki for Rodolphe Brissett and Luis Saez. This horse ran at Ellis Park, ran a good third to Continuity, who was a stakes horse, you know. So I think that shows volumes on what this horse could be. The only thing that worries me a little bit is that after how long we're in for a tag now. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't like.
Yeah.
The progression now. He's worked fabulous at Turfway, so I mean, obviously shows 2 great works last time. So I mean, I think this horse is definitely live. I just don't know. Is this a dump or is this you know what I'm saying? Or is this is the horse going to be legit? But obviously ran the Continuity first time Lasix, blinkers on. So we've gone from dirt to turf to blinkers on to, you know what I'm saying? We're trying a lot of different stuff with this horse. You know, so, which is mixing, but you get Louis, you know, and they're only 31% together, Brissett and Louis, when they ride. So I mean, so obviously that means, so I think this horse is going to run. I just don't know if he's the best horse. So I was 193. I'm not really making the turning the thing, but I think, and with the second, with going streaking would be my 4th horse, but you never know with like parking lot pours. I mean, but I just think it's 193.
Okay. 193. Pretty close. I'm glad you switched up because I'm going to try to avoid the 3 on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good.
I know it's Joe Sharp and I know it's Jose.
It's Jose and
but I keep looking at the past performances on this 3. I'm not getting thrilled.
No. Yep.
I mean, he's done. I feel like he's done more on turf, way more on turf.
Yeah,
this feels like a turf horse to me. It doesn't feel like a dirt horse.
You know, and that was a restricted race last time for Kentucky breds, and he still didn't run well. You know,
no, not at all.
Now he's back in
try to avoid him. Yeah, I actually do like the comment section. Not liking the one much either. Bo Dick saying, won the damn one 5 times at 6 furlongs, and he's still passing. Rail first or Sean is usually against, but that's our buddy Keith. He's just acknowledging that, that you don't like that,
right? And usually I don't, but in a 5-horse field, I think that's a little bit different. If it was 10-11, pass. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm going to include the 1 in there. He's not going to be my top play.
Yep, sure.
You brought up the 9. There's one horse in here you didn't bring up that I do kind of like in here, and that's the 2. I think the 2 horse. I think especially he's got the same jockey. He's switched up to Ryan Walsh. He seemed to react to that well.
Yeah.
And I do like that he's going to be a little bit more pace forward here in a short race in a short field. I think that can work out pretty well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to key the 2 with the 1 and the 9 in an exacta box.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
and that's going to be my play.
Yep. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because I love the fact that Ryan Walsh is bringing this horse from a 12.5 up to 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right.
I mean, that's confidence in a trainer. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
That's
I'm going to do a key box. So all we need the 2 to do is get first or second.
sure.
But then we
Yeah.
need the 1 and the 9 to fill in the rest of it.
Yeah,
So it'll be
absolutely.
a $2 base price.
I like it. I like it.
Sorry, it'd be a $4.
I'm a fan.
Thank you. How do I play this out? Okay, so yeah, $2 base price.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be $12 total. I'll hit the button. Yeah, so I like the 2. The thing I like about this is we're fading a lot of the prices with this. And if you look at the probables, if this does pay out, it's going to pay pretty well. So 2 with 1-9 in a short field like this.
Yeah, and then we're doing 1-9 with 2.
Sorry, it's 2 keyed in a key box with 1 and 9.
With the 1 and 9, so that's $8, right?
Yeah. Oh, did I do my math wrong on that?
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah.
You're right.
You get 2.
I mean, we could
2,
triple it, make it a $3.
Is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me change that up there. Sorry,
No
guys.
problem. Keith, how are you, my man? Great to see you. Here's Dan H. How are you? Jenny Max got a hi, Jenny. $4 Exactabox 1-3, Exactabox 7-9, win on the 7-9. I just love the fact that Jake the Snake kept this one.
There's something to that, right?
There's definitely something to that. Yeah, because he usually he gives away a lot of his horses.
Does he? Okay. Yeah, you know that stuff way better
fact
than I
that he
do.
kept
So.
this one is I think interesting.
Yeah. So we're avoiding the 3 here. We've got the 2 and the 1 at 4-1 and 5-1. We're avoiding the 7, and the 9 gives us 2-1, but there's still some pretty good payouts there.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And this will be my last race, and then I will
Now I can take
hand it over to Sean.
Yeah.
You can take the last half, yeah.
Absolutely.
Seamless handoff.
Absolutely.
I plan to go out with a win here, guys. Just saying.
I love it. They're all in line.
They are off. So our 2 got out of the gates really well there. Looks like he is pushing forward there. He's got the 9 challenging from the outside, who's trying to squeeze down that 7 there, but the 2 has a good length and a quarter lead. Looks like the 9 giving a little bit of pressure, and the 1 coming up just behind, trying to give him a little kiss on the bottom there. 2 is still in the lead there, handed over, followed by Ibuki. Sight adjustment. Go ahead and freeze that for the finish right there, guys. I think we got everything that we need to see, right? Let's not try to change up anything else. He still has a nice 1 length lead there as they start to stretch it out. The 1 is back maybe 3 lengths from them as the 2 and the 9 are really setting it off here as they go into that turn. They're about halfway through the turn now at a quarter. 22:73 was the time. 2 is taking a nice sharp turn with them. Let's keep that going. He looks pretty strong coming up.
Yep, keep this 2 going.
We got this.
Come on now.
At home, I should have just keyed him on top and not even boxed it because that 2 is going to take it home. Yep. We could just sit here and keep watching it. Now sight adjustment coming up. We're going to get a better price. It's going to be 2 over 1 and 9. That is it right there.
Beautiful formula.
Finally called
that. Winner, the walk-off home run.
So that should pay. You know what? I should have kept my $12 charge there because we could have tripled our winnings there. That should pay us 26 for a 1, so 52 for the $2.
Yeah, so $52, man. Make that, change that bankroll.
I'll change it now.
Yeah.
All right. So currently we're at. Did I take it out? I don't think I took it out, did I? Yeah, I got to take out the 8. Let me take it out and then put it back on. So we're at 62, and then we add on 52. Yeah, so we're going to be above. That's nice.
Yeah. Look at that. Leave it. Love it there. James White. Boom. Look at forming the walk off. Love it.
That. The walk off. Yes,
boom.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dan. Great. Yeah, 27-1. And see, that's what I love too, which is great. Great handicapping on your part.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And watch that one next time. Exactly. Notice exactly what I thought. He'd get out slow because I hate first timers on the rail. Almost 90% of the time, the first timer will start out slow. But in the field of 5, you don't. If that was 11, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's in like 8th. He's not coming back in that group. He's dead last, and he's not coming.
Yeah.
But great call on the 2. Love the fact, Ryan. That's a huge confidence. That's a great thing before formula leaves for any for people. When a trainer moves a horse up like that, they have confidence in them. And that's a huge move, and formula saw that, which is great, and ran and great. Machado just stole that race right in the front.
Yeah, absolutely. That horse was he put that in the right spot. You could see from the last race, it looked like whatever Ryan Walsh did was better than what Darren Miller was doing. He figured out something with that horse. Luan Machado was on the mount, gets it again. So
exactly.
Especially in a short field.
And shorten up, which I love it.
Yeah.
Sam.
All right, guys.
Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
Well done. Have
fun the rest of the way out. Maybe we'll get someone else to stop by, but otherwise, have fun. See you, Sean. Thanks for taking this one.
No problem, buddy. I got it. All right. Look at that. He's leaving us with a nice one. Thank you, guys. Great pick, my friend. Way to go. There you go. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to put that 1-2 in my stable mail because I think with the bad start, second time out, that horse could be a interesting one because that 2 ran a big race. Yeah, Hot Rod, that 6. Yeah, it was row up. I think they were just trying to lose that horse to the Cinnamon last night, so I'm glad you chucked them out. But great to see everybody. 93 strong here tonight. We're gonna carry you the rest of the way through race 4, right? Yep, 8 races in the card tonight. Yep, you are correct, my good man. Yep, and we're going to do well here tonight for sure. Might even have no, I don't think we have any Oscar babies tonight, but that's okay. We don't need Oscar babies to win, do we? No, we do not. Exactly. But we have an interesting race coming up here. This is one of my exciting races of the night. A 5 furlong on the turf, maiden special weight, 120K for maiden fillies, 2-year-olds. We got the babies here, which is exciting. You always love to see the babies and what they're doing. So we got some interesting, we got a couple of Omaha Beaches here. We got a Practical Joke. We got Authentic, Daredevil, American Pharaoh, Tis the Law, Hootenanny. So this is an interesting race. The 2-year-old babies, Hot Rod, don't do as well, as they do at Keeneland, but he's not bad. You know what I'm saying? He's not. His numbers aren't terrible. They're just not Keeneland like. But but this horse came in second last time, and Walter Rodriguez is his normal presence. I know sometimes people's like, why is Ward riding Wesley Rodriguez? He rides like 60% of his horses. So he's his go-to man and knows his horses and knows exactly what he wants. So the fact that Walter's on there doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think he's great, but especially with Wesley, he's struggling a little bit in this meet. But then again, he doesn't. The mounts he gets are not always Wesley Ward, and he's usually 20, 15, 30 to 1. So it's not like he's going to be bringing them in on a regular basis, if you will. But Rodriguez, and John, exactly, and Johnny V, exactly. Even he used to ride David Flores, who still works in his barn, but Dave's kind of given up the riding part. He still does ride occasionally. I still see him riding, but I think his days of Hall of Fame riding are over. So great job to everybody here who so far, and we got a winning Bounce. Let me know who you like here. The 2-year-olds are always tricky. And one thing you do have to watch is the board. Okay. I have the pleasure of knowing a lot of friends who are odds makers. And the trickiest by far are the 2-year-olds, because sometimes you just don't know. And there can, like, a horse can slip and the connections can know where they are. Let's see, RTA likes clowning around looks good in this one. Better workouts and progressing speed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's check that out. Yeah. Wesley Ward. Yeah. Out of Hootenanny, who was a good first time starter. Exactly. See, and Wesley Ward is 25% off a layoff. So he's 40% with 2-year-olds. So I think this is an interesting race. And this is where you got to check the board too. This is where it's really helpful to look at the board. Who's getting played where? Like the 9 right now is now this is interesting. The 9 right now is 3-2, undercover agent Jose Ortiz and for DJ Stables. Maiden special on the turf. DJ Stable, one of the biggest owners outfits other than Barber for Marcase. Getting Jose Ortiz, they're 21%. Has been working very well. One thing I like about Mark is usually when Mark, having known Marcase personally for so many years, he likes to do a fast workout than a slow workout. And that's exactly kind of what he did, even though it was still a very good workout. 47, 3 out of 34. Then just brought him back for a 48-1, but still 11 out of 65, which is great. So clearly this horse has talent. So that's an interesting thing right there. And Mark's 19% with 2-year-olds, so which is not shabby at all considering how many places he runs. So let us know who you like. Joe yourself likes the 9. His note saying training like a monster, outside draw with Jose. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at that myself. I just said that. Yeah, even usually Mark does a fast work and then a slow work. That's considered slow, and he was still 11 out of 65. If Mark's doing that, look out, folks. That's a what you call a no-brainer there. If you're looking at that, if you're a Marcase fan and you follow him, that's a big move that is in his toolbox. So let me go over the field here with you guys, and let me know who you guys like here. Irene, definitely that 9 is, and clowning around definitely looks live here as well. And he came in second last time to My Sweetheart, who is a very good horse. And even look at this now. Talk about a key race, okay? If you like the 5 here, came in 6th in the slot. I was there. That was the first race of the Keeneland meet on Sunday. Okay, after we had all that rain. Look at this. Lenny Lou. What'd she do? She just came in 3rd in the Ascot yesterday. After drawing off very impressively in her next race, just came in 3rd in the Ascot. Right? Then Cadabra. What'd she do? She won convincingly. And then what have we got? Chamborson. All 3 came out to win their next race. So, and then you come back on the turf in 118K, and inside drop back and split and came on again, which means that's a runner. So I think this is a very interesting race here. Is someone like the 2 here? Let me see who's. I want to get to that. He's on the 2 here. Complete outsider, firster under Ben Curtis. Yeah, okay. So let's look at this. Here we go. So first-time starters, Eddie Keneally, who has been on fire, by the way, at Churchill Downs. I mean, he has been on fire, 21%, but 17 out of 33 in the money. Ben Curtis, he and Ben are 6%, so they're not the best jockey combination, but they're getting on the turf, which is great. Eddie's always a solid 10% on that one. So that's an interesting one. Let's kind of go through the field here, see if we can pick out some things here. And I don't like I want to hear who you guys like. Anything can tell you who you like and who you're, and all that stuff. I want to hear who you guys like. But yeah, so we got 16 minutes to post here. I'm more about the audience, and I don't want to be the one. Ward is a beast with the babies. Absolutely, RTA, he is. Yep. And yeah, 40% with 2-year-olds out of 123 sample size. Are you kidding me? I mean, talk about good. And talk about a key race that this horse comes out of. I mean, the way this race looks right now. And we'll kind of go through the field. Let's see if we can find like maybe a diamond in the rough here to use or whatever we want here. Let's see. I just want to see if they're putting anything up here. Yeah, exactly. I think the outside draw for the 9 really does help, because I think it can just go straight to the lead there. And I think that will be definitely. The horse looks fantastic in the paddock. DJ Stables is one of their biggest, is Mark Case's biggest clients. So the fact that he's there definitely speaks volumes. Always got Sam Busanich there with this one, so she must. We got Sam there. Okay, so she must like this one. That's a good sign right there. Exactly. So let's go through the field here and see if we can maybe get a little value here. But the fact that Sam Busanich is there. Hey, Scott, how are you, buddy? Oh, thank you, my friend. So appreciate that. Love to always have you stop in and say hello and let us know who you like. We won again, Scotty. Our Sox are at least, we're not scoring many runs, but we're winning. So that's okay. So let's go through the field a little bit here. She's an earner. Stephen Asmussen, Keith, out of Authentic. Not the greatest. I think this could be a learning experience for the one. I might watch this one later, but 15-1 and staying 15-1. I don't think that's a great thing. Then we got Paul's 2, Mrs. Daredevil. Oh, Derek Chin owns this one. Okay. Derek's a great owner. Eddie Keneally out of Daredevil. Not bad turf reading. Interesting. I think he's going to have to step it up a little bit to beat this group. AP Sweetheart, Jim Corrigan. Okay. Lost to Lilies in Paradise and Polestar. And did keep on, which is something that she kept on, which is something you like, being out of American Pharoah, going to the turf for the first time. You do like when a horse does keep on, and they keep A. Mergia, who I'm not familiar with, but he rode this horse well. So that could be an interesting horse, but 14-1. Lewinsky for Brendan Walsh and Brian J. Hernandez. And this is an interesting horse out of Tizzalaw. Tizzalaw horses right now are running on the moon. They can run on turf. They can run on poly. They can run on dirt. They could run on the moon if they wanted to. I just think looking at this horse, and maybe wrong, he's been having them all at Turfway Park, all the workouts. Maybe he might want to have one start in this, but his workouts have been good up there. Brendan's 14% on the turf, so anyone who wants to use him in the exactas or trifectas, I have no problem. He could definitely be there. The 5 clowning around, Wesley Ward. I mean, what we've already said, huge key race first time out, big time performance on the turf, second time out. This horse, Walter knows Wesley's horses so well. Out of Hootenanny, a very big first time thing. He's 40%. This horse is majorly live. Tracy Farmer and Mark Case for Christian Torres, the other Case. Out of Connect, Fly So Pretty. Again, not the greatest turf, but Mark may have just found this as a place to kind of start. And but judging by the 25-1 odds, I think this is kind of a workout race. The 8 Beach Ballad is an interesting one here. 7 was Scratch, Dutch Girl. Beach Ballad out of Omaha Beach, Society Song, Michael Maker, Luis Saez. This horse has some out of Warfront, who definitely the Warfront is the grandfather out of Society Song out of Mission Impassable. So there is some turf breeding to like there, but we'll see on that horse. Is getting some sticking to 8-1, so not getting the 9 Undercover Agent is definitely looking the part here, both on the screen and on the paper. I think this horse is going to be good. And then the 10 Red Drapes, Georgie Arnold, you can never count our boy out. Ran very good in the slop to Essen, Little Coffee, and Sapphire Beach. Really got checked and then faded, but that may have been a workout for that one. And he has Manny Garcia on, who that really hasn't been a great combination. It's interesting to pick Matt Garcia. They're 0 for 15. So that's kind of the field. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Most importantly, there's a lot of things. Okay. Let's see here. Look at this. We got our man Riders Up. Riders Up. Exactly. What's up, my man? Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great time with your friends on the road. Well deserved. Sitting down to dinner. Absolutely. Have a great dinner. Some great food up there, and you'll enjoy for sure. We'll have Tim back on Tuesday, but very excited. Let's see. Here we go. Let me go back here. Red Drapes might be good to throw in on the back end of an exacta trifecta. Good workouts. Absolutely, RTA. Yep. No, don't discredit that at all, especially the effort in the slop would suggest the turf will not be a terrible problem. Kevin Phillips got a $5 daily double, 489 with 1. 9 is 11-4. Would you advise a win bet? If you're getting 11-4, that's not bad odds at all, my friend. So I don't know. That's not a bad thing at all. Definitely worth a win bet. The horse looks live for sure. Bobby D's got exacta box 9, 5, 10, 4. Kevin Phillips, my bad, got 4, 5, 8 with 1, a $5 daily double. Good luck, Kev. Curtis Sinet, tri-key 10, first and second with 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Bodek 4 is a full sister to Yes to Tiz, who won at 7 furlongs. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Tiz out of Entangle. Yeah, definitely and Brendan's no stranger to, so that's good. We got him. Let's see. Yeah. He's on a plane to Oregon. Have fun, Bobby. Irene is going to take a chance here on the first time start of the 6. I'll do win, place, and show with this little super. 4-6 with 4-6, 2-5-9 with 2-5-9-10. My man, JG Funk, how are you, sir? 3-5 exacta box. I think that's a very solid play. Bodek has got a 10 with the 2-8-5 for Churchill. Good luck, my friend. Definitely enjoy your vacation. And Tim, well deserved, my man. So we're looking here, and with my pick, will only be rooting for my pick tonight. So Tim will not be rooting. Tim will still be from the thing rooting for his pick, so it doesn't really matter. But so let's see how the horses are looking here on the track. 2 is looking good. We got 3 here with Antioco Murgia. He's smiling. That's a great sign. Has some confidence in the horse. 4 is Brian Joe Hernandez and Joseph Hernandez and B. Walsh. Horse looks good. May need one, but 5 is looking very sharp on the track, clowning around. Trainer Wesley Ward. Looking very good there. Got Walter aboard. 6 together again. The other Marcase train for us, Christian and Marcase teaming up here. The 8, Luis Saez Beach Ballad, really giving this one a good workout for Michael Maker, who also owns this one. Oh no, the owner's 3 Diamonds. Okay, So this horse could be 9. Looks very good. Undercover agent, and more for Marcase. Looks very live on the track there. A nice solid workout gallop going there for 5 furlongs. And the 10 Red Drapes looking solid on his toes. Martin Garcia is up in the irons. That's a good sign. That means he's got some horse there. So okay, so we're 6 minutes to race 5. 9 1 daily double, very solid. What's your pick? This one affects the nose. Okay, good tail. Okay. All right, Joseph, I like it. Okay. So we're kind of formulating the pick here. I'm gonna see what the exact 5. Yeah, I like that. Interesting. The 9 and the 5. 5 9. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real simple in this race. You know, if the firsters beat me, the firsters beat me. But I mean, the 9 is a firster. I just think the 9 looks so good. And usually this is when the pick is in. Okay, the technology guys have all left tonight, so I may not have the pick is in thing, but I'm going to put my pick in there for you guys. So just pretend you hear the ESPN thing. Exactly, because I don't want to mess up all the stuff. So I'm just doing a $5 exacta box 5-9 because I think they're the 2 best horses. And we have some interesting firsters. We have some interesting horses. Maybe the 10 gets in there. It will be a price, definitely hot rod. I just think the 5 and the 9 are the best in this situation. So I am just going to do a $5 exacta box 5-9, and you can play it for whatever level you want to play it on. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Exactly. The other people are the geniuses with the banners and the exactly. I'm just a mouthpiece, I guess. But that's okay. But let me get that off there. If Tim's still on, let us know who you like, my friend, if you studied it all. But he may just be sitting down to dinner. But so glad he stopped by and said hello. So that's all we're doing. We're just doing a exacta box 5-9. And it's not paying bad either. 5-9 is paying 14 and 9-5 is paying 10 for $1. And how can you go wrong there? I think that's a very solid exacta box. And it's still keeping us near our thing there, which is great. So, but I do agree the 10 is live, the 4 is interesting, the 2 is an interesting bomb. But I just think when it comes down to this group, I just think the 5 and the 9 are looking very solid versus this group. I love the way that 9's working out. The fast workout and the slow workout, that's kind of a key Marcase angle. Looks to be a gorgeous night down there. Okay, Derek. Hey, Derek, how are you, my friend? If you were going to go trifecta, what other horse would you add to the 5 and the 9? Right, Tim's going 5 with the 4-9. I'm very much I Derek. If I was doing a trifecta, I would do like 5-9 with 5-9 with 4-9 10, something like that. You know, or I would add the 4 and I would add the 10. You know, like if I were adding horses onto the trifecta, and riders up, and I very much think alike at times. And he's got 5 with the 4-9. I just think this 9 could be really good. But that's why they call it horse racing. They got to run the race. So yeah, but that. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, I would use the 4 and the 10. Mr. Bias 3, 5, 10, no 9. Okay, hey, that's great. And Dan's trying to get either the 2 or 10 in with exacta with 5-9. That's absolutely. Is Paul like that too? as well, and man, if you can get that in 26-1, hello, your night is made. And Miss Daredevil, Derek Chin, Eddie Keneally doing very well this meet. Yeah, I'm looking for Martin or Luis to have the 8 or the 10 on the lead, and everyone's going to have to catch them. Yeah, there you go, Hot Rod. That's a great strategy. They're making their way towards the gate right now. And Lewinsky down to 5-1. So someone is playing Brendan. Brendan is more than capable of winning first time out for sure. Great friend of mine. One of my favorite people in racing is Brendan P. Walsh. One of the genuinely good guys in racing. So we're starting to get on the turf here. Good luck to everybody playing. And if you win, I'll be more than happy. And I don't win, I'll be more than happy to applaud you for what you do. They're now on the turf. Sometimes I like to check the exact. It's just at the end, 14 and 11. Yeah, the 4 is getting some play here. The 4 is the exact is right with the 5. So Lewinsky could be live here for sure. And their double is very much live there too. So 6-1. Tis the laws have been could run in the moon right now. They're winning. Hey Jenny, $5. Exacta box 4, 8, 9, 10, and win a place in the 4 and the 10. Good luck, Jenny. Hope you cash, my friend. Always love to have you here. All right. So he got the small fields and I got the big fields to call it. I love it. All right. We're online and they're off. And Wesley Ward's horse, the 5, goes right out to the lead. The 3 right on the inside, following with the 4, the 9. We got the 6. We got everybody. And right now the 3 is trying to take it to the 5, who still is in the lead, but the 3 is right there with him, clowning around, not clowning around. Oh, something went wrong with the 3 there. But the 4 and the 6 are right up there together. 22 flat, fast pace there. The 9 is in back with the 10 is on the outside. They're coming around the turn. The 5, can our 9 get a little bit? Oh, their thing froze, so I couldn't see there for a second. But the 5 is coming down the stretch. The 9 is trying to get down late, but the 9 is not going to be there. The 5, 6 right now. The 2, here comes Paul's 2 at 26-1, trying to get up for the exacta. And it is 5-2, 8. Paul, great call on the Rick Johnson at 3-5. But great call on the 2. And Dan was getting it. So Dan, you got the exacta, right? Danny's got the exacta. Well done, sir. Great job. And let's see who else had here. Yeah, no, the 2 ran a huge race there for second. That definitely, I like the, Daredevil. Eddie Keneally's on fire right now, folks. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, he is just all his horses. He's spotting them perfectly. And Paul, great job for seeing that. 5 or 9. Let's see. Yeah. Who else? Paul, that was a great. I hope you use your 2. Bodick had 10 with the 285. Oh, he had the 2 in there, but just didn't have the. Irene had a winning place on the 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 2, 5. She had put in the 2 in there as well. 26-1, blowing up the exacta board. Let's see who else we got here. Back in everything here. Kevin had 4, 5, 8 with 1 double. Okay, Bobby had exacta box 9, 5, 10, 4. Close, Bobby. Kevin double. See here for you. Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, good job, Dan. Paul, did you play the yeah, no, I like Wesley Ward a lot. As even I said to you guys that I would have played the 5 over the 9. I mean, this 5 what do you call it? Look at the way this 5 ran against the against Lou, and then the nice race on the turf. This horse was I almost went 5 all, but I didn't want to do the 9. I like the 5 better than the 9. Just the 9, it looked so good on the track, but just had nothing. And that is why they call it horse racing, folks. Even you could work out a storm, but when you get onto the track, it can be a whole different experience. Wesley wins again, clowning around, missed Daredevil. Great. Dan, that's going to be a nice exacta. What the 5-2 pay? Let's see here. 42 for $1, Dan. Way to go. That's fantastic. Great call. At 8, green as hell on the wrong lead the whole damn stretch. Yeah, that's 2-year-olds, man. I mean, Oscar Performance came in 8th his first race. I mean, there are just some horses that just. That's why I tell you the 2-year-olds are the hardest to call, because the 9 looked like an absolute picture of health. Looked amazing on the track, calm, collected, but just didn't run a lick. But maybe he comes back after his start, and then wins going away. So it's so hard with 2-year-olds. Any trainer that tells you, like, I know exactly what's going to happen in the race with their 2-year-old is lying, because they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They think if they can get to the lead, they can do it, or they think they do this, or they think they do that. But you never know with a 2-year-old, man. Even if they could be fractures in the gait, they could, just so much stuff. Or even as you said, Hot Rod at 8 could be green as hell, come out, knock your horse and 3 other horses, and you're out. 9-1. Okay, Paul. Ugh. So we didn't win on that one, but we only spent $10, so that's not a big. And again, against 2-year-olds, I'm not one of those people that will spend a lot of money on 2-year-olds, because it's one of those things where I'm going to switch this right now. Okay. So our balance is now 108. I know how to do this part. Impressive, isn't it? All right, so I think I did that correctly. Yeah, no, Zach. Yeah, no, absolutely. And Paul was great to point that out too. So now, let me just bring the banner back here for us. And there you go. Look at that. So now our thing's at 108. So at least I can do some things. Huh? There you go. And the exacta was 85.58, 50-cent try, 528, 138.63. 10-cent super, 5286, 219.62. Super high 5 carryover, 3,976. The daily double, 25, 21.37. And the pick 3, 125, $19.17 for 50 cents. Pick 4, 215. And the pick 5, 1,616.21. So to anybody who hit that, congratulations. All right. So go back to the comments here. Well done indeed, sir. So Undaunted, we move on to the 6th race, and congratulations to all who cashed. Love to see that. 6th race is 6 furlongs, allowance 20,000 per 76,000 for 4-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of 20,000 or less in 2024-25. Let's see if we have any scratches here. Let's see. Yes, the 2 is scratched. And yeah, that which leaves us a field of 6. And the favorite right now, once again, is the Walter Rodriguez trying to get the daily double with Larry Ravelli and uncashed. Coming back, coming to Churchill Downs for the first time. So this will be interesting to see. And let us know who you like here. A lot of time left, but yeah. Now I see the 2 in race 7. Let me see. Manage expectations. Exactly. The best name, Paul. There is a horse. I don't know who did it in California, named Low Expectations. How can you name your horse Low Expectations? But then again, you're not lying to the public because you had low expectations. But that's like the horse that runs in Assiniboia really slow. Who named their horse really slow? Really? And Hot Rod says the two horse race here. The 1 or the 7 will get it done. I like the confidence there, my friend. So we'll look at this field and see what we're up to here. So this is allowance 20,000. That means and look at the purses, 76,000. If you have this type of horse, why wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly. Really slow was the last one. Ironic, Dan, huh? Yeah, but we do have a field of 6 here because the 2 is scratched. So we'll kind of look at this race and see what we're doing here. With 18 minutes to post. And let me see here. Let's see here. See if I'm still alive here. Still alive. So for those people, I was telling people earlier, I'm kind of doing double duty tonight. I'm doing the cocktail lounge, which I love, but I'm also one of the public handicappers on Woodbine Mohawk's broadcast tonight. So kind of pulling double duty tonight, which is fun. Love both disciplines, and don't know how I did the first race, but who cares? Because we're here to do Churchill Downs with you guys. So I can check that out for sure. And yeah, great to have everybody. 102 people. Ascot race 2 had a runner, serious contender, came in second. Yeah, how good are Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore? It's just ridiculous how good they are. What's he? Almost 100 wins at Ascot. There's some trainers that don't even have 100 wins in their lifetime, and Aidan O'Brien's about to get 100 wins at Ascot. I mean, if that's not the most crazy stat you'll ever see, and Ryan's been on board for most of them, so that's crazy to see. But wow, what an accomplishment! Does anybody watch Ascot out there? Let me put that out. Has anyone been watching them? Have you had any luck in them? I know Paul's watching them, but has anybody had any luck in them? Obviously, if you're Ryan Moore and Aidan O'Brien fan, you're way up on the meat. But who, Ryan Moore, Mr. Bias? Yeah, he's a great man, and he smiles more than you think. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, Ryan Moore is the man." Him and William Buick, who's had kind of I wouldn't say disappointing Ascot, but he won a big one yesterday and is riding better now. So I think he's getting more lively horses. And Oyster and Murphy did great. Yeah, Gosden did amazing today too. Gosden had a nice one. Hey David, how are you? I've won tournaments both days, but haven't been able to watch. Yeah, they're great, David. That's awesome. That's great. You're doing well. You won both of them. Nice job, David. David, who do you like tomorrow? Let us know. Exactly. You're on fire right now. That's fantastic. Yeah, no, Ryan Moore is a fabulous guy. He smiles a lot more than people think. People think he's just always serious, but he is definitely known to crack a smile. Vince Watson, how are you, sir? Great to have you with us. As we're going through race 6 here at Churchill Downs, a field of 6 with a scratch of the 2. And let me see here, my friends. Yeah, there were some definite upsets today. I had a couple of horses I liked who are still running. I think they're gonna hit the wire any day in your year now. But let me see. Here's check one thing here. Let's see what we got here. See here. Elite 5. Yes, I am still alive in my early pick 4 at Woodbine Mohawk. So there you go. Still alive. There we go. But back to Churchill Downs. 5 out of 7 favorites won. I played first 3 favorites, race 1-3 today. Today 2-1. Ryan Moore won race 3, covered on them. Favorite was well back. Got no, okay. A win is a win is a win, right, Paul? It's not how exactly. So let's see here, my friend. Let's see. Okay. Back to Churchill Downs. Let's see what we got here. Churchill Downs. There we go. And right now, the favorite is the 1, followed by the 7, Sitka, at 5-2. Then we have the 6, Trust Daddy, at 9-2. 3 at 5-1. The 5 at 8-1. And the 4 is at 12-1. And the heavy favorite in the double is the 1. So that is definitely something to look at for sure. We've got 13 minutes to post. Horses are in the walking ring now. And this is interesting. Joe Christopher has 7-3-1-6, and Kevin has 1-3-6-7. So okay. So we all are in the right church. We're all in just different pews on how to on way this race will go. One's got 7-3-1-6, and the other one's got 1-3-6-7. So all the same 4 horses, but different theories on how they're going to run. Back to the boy race 1-3, got 3 winners. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go, Paul. Nice job. So let's take a look at this race here. See what we got. We got Uncashed coming in from Hawthorne from Larry Ravelli. Has never run interesting at Churchill Downs. That's interesting. It's not even worked out at Churchill Downs. But he's running a lot of tracks and done well. So I don't think this is going to be anything too over the top for him. Walter Rodriguez and Ravelli are 16 starts, 56%. Is that crazy or what? Yeah. Tell me about it. That's rather crazy. So this horse definitely at the level, ran 20 claiming. This is definitely going to be his cup of tea. Ran very impressively at Hawthorne. Ran well in the slop and claiming 20. So that shouldn't be a problem. I was chalk here with 1-7, but does the 6 trip out with that speed up front? Great question, Dan. Let's check it out. 3, Regal Ray, Jerry Antonuik, who has no wins yet, but 2 seconds and 1/3. So obviously he is spotting his horses correctly. This is not in the mud. The horse came in second last time, but interested in claiming 20,000. This horse almost won wire to wire with Paco aboard, and now gets Rafael Bejarano up. So that's an interesting switch for sure. And this horse got 2 seconds in 3 starts, so that's interesting for sure. Mia Comet, Gustavo Esquivel, Mario Gutierrez. This horse came in third last time, 16 claiming. Moving up, came in third in the mud at 2,500. Is 1 for 8 at Churchill after facing better before. It really hasn't run great on this track, so going to have to step up the game there to get into this group. Billy the Greek, Manuel Chavez Barbosa comes over. This horse came in second, and a $20,000 claim was claimed from Safi Joseph last time. And Manny Chavez is 50% off the claim. So the 5 definitely, while stepping up and off of Polytrack, this is interesting into dirt, but interesting. Now, this is, how weird is this? Billy the Greek won his maiden at Saratoga at 12-1, and then came in fourth in the Skidmore to Ship Cadet and El Grade 1, Grande 1, and seized the gray. So look at that. So look at the class this horse was facing, and now he's back on the dirt and ran a very solid second with Irad last time. So that's an interesting, very interesting. At 4 mounts with Manny Chavez, Barbosa is 50%. Can the 1 lose here, Jenny? Yeah, I think he can lose. I don't think he's a lock. Here. No, I don't think the 1 is a lock here. Do I think he's going to be tough to beat? Absolutely. And speed has been holding very well tonight. So that. But the interesting thing is, then you got the 6 Trust Daddy, and definitely Keith is hoping to trust Daddy here, getting on this horse. Ran a nice third at Oaklawn in the non-winners of 1 category. Did run a 25,000 at Keeneland and 1, so he's in hand. And even at Churchill Downs, ran in the allowance 50,000s, but this is the 20,000, so he was running against much better there. So this horse is not without a chance. Has been run very well at Churchill Downs, considering he came in third, fourth, versus much better. So this is an interesting little race here in terms of what you can do in terms of backing the horses here. Let's see. Yeah, but I definitely think this. And then you got Sitka on the outside, previously trained by Matt Williams. John Ortiz, first time with a trainer. John usually likes to get a first race with them, which is interesting. He's only 8% first time out, but this horse was running against Breslow and Distorted, God knows what, and Big City. I mean, just lost to Big City. I mean, this is a big drop down for him. I mean, at one time you ran 20,000 at Remington and won by 7, went all the way up to allowance non-winners of 1 and more than held his own. He may actually have more speed than the 1 does. The other thing is, you got to wonder about the 1 is, will the 1 and 7 cancel each other out? So, okay, so we've got 5 minutes to post here. Trying to formulate things. Hello from the UK. Hey, Turf and Tops, how are you? Let me go back here. Let's see here. Okay. So if it's any consolation, Paul, I got beforehand to listen to White and Jordan on Talk Sport. There you go. Vince Watson's got exacta try 7 with a 1, 4, 5. Good luck, my friend. Razor's in the house. How are you, buddy? What's going on? Yeah, exactly. Come join his live stream. Always, he's 5-3 on the NBA. Love to see him, a good man. Wow. Yes, definitely after the show, join the Razor Man. He is the man. He will have those picks for you. Bobby D's got exacta box 153 over 7-6. J Max says sharp. So, all right. So here's how we're going to play this race, which I find interesting. And we get Luis Saez, and they're 17% together, John Ortiz. And, okay. This is an interesting race, to say the least. And Uncle Solly's going to do a shot razor just because you're there. Yeah, let's see. Trusted Profits, Razor Sharp picks, crossover is something we all need. Absolutely. We always love Razor. And I got to get on Razor's show one of these days. I keep promising, but my schedule is always tough under his hours. But I'm going to do it, Razor, I promise you. Turf and Tops will even do a shot. There you go. So, okay. So here we go. So we're in race 6. And let's see. And we got 3 minutes to post. 1-7 pays $6. Really doesn't help. 7-1 pays $9. That's not bad. So, now can we find a possible upset to beat this group? You know, and we're looking and we're seeing what we got. And the five is definitely run against much better, you know. So, I mean, the 6, excuse me, run against much better. And the 5 is an interesting one. And the Manny Chavez and Barbosa really do run well when they've he's never run at Churchill Downs, which is interesting, but did work well at Keeneland. So I don't think the Kentucky thing is going to, and this double, very interesting, is not that, okay. They're hammering the 1. Okay. Boy, this is one of these tough. We have a Razor imposter. Here's our man, Tim. Tim, what did you like in this race, my man? I hope your dinner's going great. Let's see. Because this is an interesting, if this race falls apart, it's going to be interesting to see who, and this horse has come in second twice, you know, to different, very interesting race here. 20 claiming. Okay, I'm going to go for a bomb here. Cue the music. I can't do the picks, and Tim does that. You ready for this? I'm going to do a $2 exacta box, 157. I'm going to try to get the 5 involved here. And do a little bit of I'm going to do a $2 exacta box, 157. And I'm going to try to get this 5 somehow involved with the 1 and 7. If one of them can run away and hide, maybe this 5 can get up and pick up the pieces. And I like the fact that he's 10-1. Chavez and Barbosa 50% together. That's a combination I can dig. I think the 6 could be tough here, but I just feel like there could be an upset brewing here. If one of the favorites gets going, maybe Billy the Greek can find his way with good luck to everybody. Six is definitely live at 7-2. So is the 3. This is one of those races where you could use like eight combinations, but I'm just trying to get an upset with the 5 to maybe spice this up a little bit. They are all in, and they're off. And the 7 goes right to the lead, and so does the 1. So we have the 1 going right out to the lead. We got the 7 right there. We got the 6. We got the 4, the 5, and the 3. Well, it's the 1 controlling right now at 4-5. I'm running the 7. Sitka sitting right behind. We got the 3 coming up the rail with Bejarano. We got the 4, the 6, and the 5. You can see them all. 21. They are flying up front. So we got the 1 and the 7 still trying to control everything from the top. We got the 4 coming right in. Mia Comet trying to steal this race from them. The 7's backing up a little bit here. We got the 1 trying to steal with the 4 right out there and down the stretch they come. The 1 trying to get involved here. The 4 is going to try to get second. The 7 is completely stopped. It looks like it's going to be a 1-4 cold here, as the 1 was just too tough to beat. And the 4, Mia Comet, Mario Gutierrez, a nice second. Knew there was going to be a bomb in there. Did not. That's why exactly with the just did not like that 6. Did not like that 6. Right idea, wrong. Yep. No, exactly. Yep. Go. Yeah. Hello, Jorge. How are you? Now, yeah. Next, right. Yep, Jenny. Absolutely. That 1 was amazing to beat. He just looked super tough. I was trying to get the 5 in the middle there. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. James had. And the 4, oh, yeah, Mia Comet. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you're just trying to. Fortunately, that's why I threw the 5 in. I was looking at the 3. I was looking at the 6. Didn't like either one of them. In case the 7 ran a big race, what do you call it? You have to throw him in. And then I tried to go for the 5 instead of the 4. I was thinking the 4. It was between the 5 and the 4. I was going to throw in the exacta. A great ride by Mario Gutierrez there. Yeah, and this horse again, Churchill, running at 16,000. Came in 3rd. I did not see him really coming into the race. So you can't be mad when you have horses that you don't, particularly care for. So who won at Churchill, Morrow? It was the official order, my friend, was 1, 4, 3, and 7. 1 won by a good margin. The 4 was well back in second, and it was a long way back to the 3 and the 7. That was called a tour de force. 10-4 and the 1-4. There we go. Should have had the exacta. My niece's name is Mia. Ah. There you go. 108 flat, Jenny. That was flying. Very impressive race. The Rivelli train is still going and everything. It's amazing. So. Oh, these races can be tricky. But that's why I did that. That 1 horse was no sharp. Nope. That 1 was very, very sharp. Not sharp. 1-1-4 fun. That's a Walter Rodriguez daily double. see if we're still alive here for the that's bet. Okay, let's see here. And to everybody, let me see who cashed there so I can salute you if you did. It's great. And the ones four paid $20 for two. Okay, yeah. And 50-cent try paid $11. 10-cent super 1437 544 for 10 cents. $1 daily double 5-1 $4.64 the Wesley Ward, and the 3-2 pick 3-2-5-1 paid $17.63. Good luck. Good to everybody who cashed there. 2-horse race in race 7 as well. The 5 or 7 will get it done. Okay. There we go. And he's banking on Purloin or Songmaker. Okay. For my boy, Norm Casse. And we'll go to the 7th race, see if there's any scratches here. And we have a scratch of the 1. Elisa Vance has been scratched. So, which leaves us with a full field of 7. Hey, Armchair, how are you, buddy? Always great to have you join us, my man. Yeah. So, Bodick is being smart with his strategy tonight. And sometimes there are race days, which that is not bad at all. By the way, I applaud that. Bodick, absolutely applaud that. If there are races you don't like, yeah, thank you, Armchair. Yeah, no, everybody, if you could press the like button and subscribe, we so appreciate always having you and be a part of our team here. You guys are just as important, if not more, than we are. The reason why we love doing these shows is because of involvement from you, people like you guys. You guys are what makes the show. So many shows out there about me. No, it's about you. It's about the fans. It's about, and we learn just as much as I hope you do from your guys' insights, things that maybe we don't see, and that helps us tremendously. So we so appreciate that for sure. Let me see here, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Thanks, Armchair. Much appreciated, my man. Let's see here. Out my early pick 5 at Woodbine. Oh, all good. But so let's see. We're going to go 7 for a 7th race, the mile 16, claiming 50,000 non-wearers of 2 lifetime purse 76,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. One of Tim's favorite things here, angles to do, is this one right here. See who we like here. The Kia Soul. Let me tell you something right now. My friend has a Kia Soul, and I can tell you right now, I would rather be in the Kia Soul in a snowstorm than any BMW you could put out there. The way it's built and everything, that thing, man, if you have snowstorms, that thing will bowl through anything. And they're much more comfortable inside than you think. They're much bigger. So ever since Kia got the contract from the NBA, those cars are much, much better. So, Does OKC win the championship tonight? That is a great question, Paul. I think I've been wrong like every game almost, but who knows? If they're the better team tonight, they win the better team. But Indianapolis, well, if Halliburton can't play, they're dead. They're dead if Halliburton can't play. But I think OKC could definitely do it. JD Betts, how are you, my man? Great to see you. I got it. Yeah, Miss Daredevil, great call. Okay, so let me do this again here. You gotta edit this. So now we're down to 96. We're down to $96. Just below. There we go. Get that going. There we go. There we go. Yep. We're right below. We got the formula back joining us here, which is great. Yeah, great payout. The first at Ascot tomorrow has an American 2-year-old, Bibby Doll. 1 point. Okay. Spoli's riding. Ran once at Gulfstream and came in second, then shipped. I like that, David. That is definitely great. There you go. Oh, he's playing. Okay. Oh, good. There you go. Okay. Excellent. Well, then they got a real chance. I just hope he's healthy, but if he's healthy, they got a major chance. So exactly. So let me see here. See what we got here. How many minutes to post here we got? Let's see. 17 minutes to post. At Churchill Downs. It's an interesting race. The 3, who was 20-1 for my boy Ken Sweezy, is down from 20-1 to 4-1. Someone likes him. Let's see. He's got a Range Rover for sale too. There you go, Bodick. Anyone wants a Range Rover, please call sale too. There you go. Hey, Max said, hope we don't get caught in a snowstorm. Also, you want to go fast and beat the snowstorm. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So we got, let me see here. So right now the favorite is the 7 Songmaker for Norm Casse and Christian Torres. The 8 Angel of Faith, the Justified Baby, Jose Ortiz, Steve Asmussen, 5-2. Then we got Purloin, the 5 at 4-1. And we got Adrian all the way down from 20-1 to 4-1. Managed Expectations, 8-1, and the 6, 15-1. Interesting here. And we have 15 minutes to post here. Very interesting group. Joe Christofek has 2-5-3-7, and Kevin has 5-7-8-3. 2-5-3-7, 5-7-8-3. Most importantly, who do you guys like? Oh, Bo's horse runs in the 8th race at Churchill. All right. 157 has the most impressive maiden wins. Yeah, everyone's using the Tim formula here, huh? Okay. Let's check that out, my friend. Exactly. So, all right. So, the 2 has never actually won a race. He won by disqualification. So the 2 is still, and that was on the turf. So still looking for his first win here with Edgar Morales, who is riding very well for Brendan Walsh. The 3, Adrian, is down. The claim is 16. And Kent's moving this horse up from 16 to 50. Is one win in 2 seconds. Has one win in 1 second and 2 starts at Churchill Downs. Very interesting. 4, Royal with Cheese. Jeff Hiles. This horse won going away under Corey Lannery last time. A curious drop on the Norm horse. Yeah, exactly. Purloin is Ben Colebrook and Louis Saez, which they are 20% of the year. 0 for 5 at Churchill, but ran against much, much better, including Fair Brazier and Foreseen, who would be 1 to 9 in this group. So I don't really count that up. Someone thought enough of this horse to run him in the Goldenrod way back in the day. Let's see. Spun Up, Billy Calhoun, Brian J. Hernandez did not like Keeneland very much. The one race did run at Churchill Downs, did come in second in a restricted race. Did run a nice race. The 7, Sawmaker, my boy Norm Kase, bringing this horse in for 50 grand, and for Terman Racing Stables and AJ Suited. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, and Angel of Faith, Steve Asmussen, and Jose Ortiz going back down to the dirt where they were at Oaklawn. Broke his maiden impressively at Oaklawn, but then had 2 very tough starts in which they retreated. And then at Churchill on the turf, ran a better race for 3rd. And they've been working all on the polytrack at turf race. That's interesting. Hot Rod is fading to 8 completely. Okay. So this is an interesting race here. So let me see here. So one has, let's see here. Okay. We're going to kind of see what's going on here. All right. So Purloin, Kevin says, last race against Flo, checked early, bold wide move. He has 5.783. Joe Krisovic has 2.537. So they had my friend Justin Nicholson is the owner of the 7. Sometimes Justin and Norm, they just spot their horses in the right spots where they think they can win. And this was a $60,000 purchase. Maybe they're just trying to get their money back. Interesting, but 2 to 1, interesting value for sure. And we got Norm is there, so I see Norm. That's a good sign. Got Brendan Walsh there as well. This is an interesting race. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not loving the 8 here, which means they'll probably run off and win by, but it's a 1.16. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting race here. Who will be the speed of this race? I think that's the most interesting part, is who will be the speed. My guess is the 4 maybe will be the speed, or I know the Sawmaker has run on the lead before with Christian Doris. Very interesting. Let's see here. Jenny's playing this way. Exacta box 258 with a super 2525383778. Eight's taking money. Yeah, I agree. 4 is coming. Speed coming out of the sprint. Yeah, no doubt, Dan. That's what I thought. Royal with cheese will definitely be the controlling speed, if you will. First and second. Curtis got a try key 8 first and second with 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And let me see how they're coming on the track here. Let's see. Yep, they're coming on the track. Let's see how they look. See how they look here on the track. It's always the important thing. See how they look on the track. Or if my friend Tim was here, riders up. Got managed expectations, Brendan Walsh, Edgar Morales. Still looking for his quote first win of his life. Then we got 3, Adrian for Irving Moncada and Ken Sweezy. Still down to 5-1, owned by Ken Sweezy. Royal with cheese, Jeff Hiles. 5, Purloin, Luis Saez for Ben Colebrook. We got the 6, Spun Up, Calhoun, Brian Hernandez. Then we get the 7, Sawmaker, Norm Kase. And the 8, Angel of Faith. All right. Well, that is our field with 7 minutes to post. I think Dan thinks the money. What is the prep race for the King's Plate? Yeah, the big prep race is the the Oaks is for the women, and then there's a couple prep races for the King's Plate coming up. I will actually be on. Shout out to my man Dan Torgsman from America's Best Radio, Best Racing. Excuse me. I'll be very happy to be joining him for the prep races on their shows for the King's Plate, and I'll actually be at Woodbine for the King's Plate itself. And they're coming up. They're coming up pretty soon, my friend. Yeah, the Woodbine Oaks obviously is the plate trial is the big one. Rod, I was trying to think there. The plate trial is the big one, and it's the same. It's on the tap of all that stuff. The Queenston Stakes is a 7 furlong race for them. The Coronation Futurity is a 2-year-olds. It's a significant race, and that kind of helps it too. So exactly. So definitely tune in. We'd love to have you. Let's see. Jen, think I got a decent win in the 5, 4 not 5. Nice for sure. Thank you, sir. Dan's got exacta key 7 with the 3, 5. James White is winning place, exacta box 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm not liking this 8. If the 8 beats me here, all right. Again, cue the music that I don't know how to do. So that's okay. I just think Norm and my buddy Justin Nicholson put their horses in the right spots to win, and they paid $60,000 for them. It's $50,000 here. I am just doing a $2 exacta 7 all and hoping that the 8 commit. So I'm just doing $2 exact, the 7 all here, and hoping that Norm's horse can win this race, and it's a $12 bet. And that is what we're doing. James Wise got win place, exact the box 2, 3, 4. I just love when Justin and Norm spot their horses very, very well in good spots. That's why they do well together. AJ Suited Racing Stables. I was just up with both of them up at Saratoga. They do a very good job. I think this 7 might actually get out on the lead or near it, which I think would be interesting. And being a songbird who was bred by Mary Lou Whitney, and Norm trained Mary Lou Whitney's last winner. So I think that would kind of be ironic for sure to see that for sure. 3 minutes to post. Good luck to everybody who's playing along here. Again, we're right at the edge here. We got what do we got here? We got started with 100, and our current bankroll is 96, right below it. But we still got another race to go. We can finish up winners, which is great. And thank you to everybody again, 114 strong, joining us tonight. Love it as always. And let's see what we got here. Jenny Max got exact the box 2, 3, 6, 7 and win on the 2, win and place in the 2 and the 6. Good luck, Jenny. They're starting to get towards the starting line here. Slowly doing a little circle dance here. The 8 is now the favorite. We're heading towards the line. Always a good crowd on hand there for Thursday night racing. Very popular at Churchill Downs. Making their way towards the gate. They're making their way now into the starting box. Two's going in. Good luck to everybody who's playing along. 5's going in. 3's going in. Yeah. Let's hope, my friend. Ramon likes the 8 in line. There you go. 7's going in. Just waiting for the 8. Add 2 to 1. They are all in, and they're off. And we got a good start. The 4 is expected out of the sprint, going for the lead. The 6, the 8, the 5, with the 2 and the 7 sitting right behind them. And the 3 can see them all on seems like a very quick pace here. The 4 going around 2 turns, trying to establish a pace. 6 right on the outside. The 5, the 8 sitting 4 wide. The 2 right behind them. The 7 right behind them. And the 3 can see them all. 23 and 4. They're moving up front here. We got the 4, we got the 6, the 8 is moving 3 wide. The 5 is right behind them. Purloin sitting comfortably very right there. The 7 sitting right there behind them. The 2 also in with a chance, and then the 3 is caught up to the field. 48, they slowed down the pace a little bit. The 6 spun up, trying to take it. The 8 trying to go on from the outside. The 7 moving up on the outside. The 5 sitting right on the inside of them all. They're coming around the far turn. The 4 is in the lead. The 6 trying to come. The 7 is making a big move on the outside. Let's see if we can get the 7 up. 7 trying to make a songmaker, trying to make his way down the track. The 6, the 4, we got the 40, we got the 3 coming from last. We've got a cavalry charge here. The 7 showing absolutely nothing left in the tank. This is going to be the 3 and the 5, between the 3 and the 5. The 5 Purloin just too tough. 5, 3, 4. Nothing for the 7. Nothing at all. Louis Saez, Ben Colebrook. This is solid combination. They were over at Churchill, but they're 20% on the year, and they pounded that 6 late. I know. Yeah, nice job, Rod. That was great call on your part. 5 ran great, and the 7, nothing at all. Thought the 7 was going to make a huge move on the outside and just absolutely folded like a lawn chair. But Louis Saez, what a move. Rode him right out of the gate confidently, and 4 were in a big race for going for the 2 turns. The 3, Adrian, Ken Sweezy, 20-1 in the morning line. Someone bet this horse knowing this horse was going to run. And there's that move again of a trainer moving up with confidence. And 9-2 pays quite handsomely. Great move there. It was on the 2. 7 went very wide. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no. The 7 I did not like. I don't like when horses go like 4 or 5 wide. There you go. There you go, Malanthot is double and alive in the pick 3 and 4. Well done, my friend. Yeah, no, I did. I hated the 8. That's why I did the 7. I did not like the 8 at all. I could not believe that horse was the favorite. Good job, Bobby D. Look at that. Bobby D doing great things. Let me see back here, bud. Give you your props, my man. That 4 ran a great race there, Bodek. Can't find Bobby D's exactly 7-5 with 8-3. Look at that. Bingo. Great job, Bobby D. That is fabulous. Good job, my man. Love to see that. Love to see that. Winners in the lounge. That was a tricky race. That's one of those races where I took a stand. You know what I'm saying? We're all geniuses after the race. I could have done a 4-horse exact the box, and then, Kent's horse would maybe be in there. But, sometimes you just got to try to take a stand. Hated the 8. No, I'm never one of those people, people say, I should have done this, We're all geniuses after the race. All of us. We're all geniuses. Should have played that horse, Take a stand. Be confident. If it's great, great. Not next race. It's one of those things. We just gotta. And the last race coming up is a turf race. So we're gonna finish strong tonight. Lewis sat and waited. Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, exactly. Yep. No, absolutely. Bobby, all it takes is one, buddy. Great job. And that's going to be a nice exacta, Bobby. What was it? 5, 3. Yeah. Let me see. 5, 3. 62 bucks, Bobby. Nice job for 2. Well done. That is great, bud. That's okay, Bob. We love having you. And there was a couple of weeks ago, as you know, it all goes in cycles. There's one night where Bobby D could not lose. But then there's some cycles where you're like, oops, but stuff happens. It's ebb and flow, and then, So great job, Bobby. $62. Great exacta. Great handicap, my friend. That's going to pay nice. At $63.38, even better. Well deserved. So we move on to the 8th and final race. Here we go. And that is a 1.16 miles on the turf. Allowance 127,000, non-winners of 1. For fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. On the turf, do we have any scratches? Let me see here. We do not. We have a full field of 10 going here to post, which I think is exciting. So, again, this would be an interesting race here for sure. All right. Let us know who you like here. Yeah, well, the favorite paid $375,000. I was live to all in the pick 3 except the 2, 5, and 7. Okay. Did you see? Flavian Road. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is so excited to be over there. Yeah, his horse. I mean, I didn't think his horse really, but just to ride over there is amazing in itself, and I don't think that's going to be the last time he gets over there. So, Flavian's one of the nicest guys. Love Flav, and so happy to see him riding over there. And Umberto tomorrow. So that's something definitely to watch. Umberto, I think, is one of the best turf riders in the country. So is Flavian. Flavian's so patient. Everyone asks me, like, what makes Flavian so good? To ride in New York, you have to be aggressive, right? And what he does is he takes advantage of the jockey's aggressiveness and just waits. He's patient. And that's why he always is in the right spot, he knows exactly what he studies the form tremendously. He knows exactly what he's doing and just sits, pounces, and strikes. And that's why he's won so much at Saratoga. He takes advantage of the New York riders' aggression, which is such a good. And Irene's alive to the daily double, to the 6 and 8. Let's go. There you go. And I really like both your chances here, for sure. And this is definitely a race. Irene, you could definitely win the daily double, my friend, with those two. We'll go over the race in a little bit here. And did anyone like anything? We did it a little bit earlier, just seeing if anyone had a pick who was late. Did anyone like anybody in the Ohio Derby this weekend? My pick is Chunks of Gold out of Preservationist for Ethan West. I think he's just faced a lot of really solid horses. I think this is a huge drop for him. Scratched out of the win for this spot. And I think Jareth is coming to not to have some ice cream to win to win it all. I think some other horses will be very tough. I do think that he is definitely, Chunks of Gold is definitely the horse to beat. But if you have another horse that you like, let me know. Oh yeah, Jen, Well, who is your horse, Bodick? So I can root for you here. We got Destino de Oro in this race too now, coming back to see here. Which one is your horse, Bodick, so I can root for you? 9 Cat, okay. Oh, Cat Eyes, okay. JDT Racing, yeah. Brendan Walsh, my man. Yeah, came in first in the Gulfstream Maiden Special. Came back in an optional non-winners of 1. Very hard track, saved ground, and tired. But yeah, the 10 Sovereigns. Hey, if anyone can get a good race out of a bad race, it's Brendan for sure. And so Jenny says McAfee or Moplex in the Ohio Derby. Absolutely. Knowing about the pick 6 though, I've had the winner in each leg except the second leg. Oh. Jeffrey Wilson, I love the 9 Cat Eyes here. Live to the 1 and 9 and late pick 5. Good luck, Jeffrey. That's awesome. Well, you'll both be very happy. Yeah, exactly. 10 Sovereigns out of No Nay Never. And he was the favorite too. He tracked, saved ground, and was tired. But I wouldn't throw this horse out at all, for sure. Let's see here. Let's see. This is an interesting race, isn't it? Wow. What a race to end the card. What a fabulous race to end the card, for sure. We got Destino de Oro coming back. We got 11, 12 are indeed scratched. Let's check something here. We're just going to see what are the will pays. So the 8 is 27, the 6 is 28, 3, you know me, here's these Tis the Law babies, is $36. So and the 1 is 17. He's the low double, is the 1, Destino Oro. Don't love the I do like the fact that this horse won off broke his maiden first time out, though, so layoff should not be anything that you have to worry about. Don't like the inside rail first time out, but this horse comes from behind, so I think that's interesting. Mia ran a big race last time when Churchill had the lead and then just yielded between for Vicky Oliver. 2, Justin Queso, has just been on the dirt. But ran against Paris Lily, who almost won the race of the Black-Eyed Susan. So that's it. This has been running against and Anna's Promise. Okay, so this horse has been running against good on the dirt. Now it takes turf. The 5 Birkins Girl, Ben Colebrook, and Micah Husbands. Patrick Husbands from Woodbine. His nephew is taking over, and they get the 113, which is the lightest this horse has ever run. So that's an interesting angle there for sure. Is 1 for 2 at Churchill Downs on the turf. So that's an interesting move there. The 6 Expatriate, Chad Brown, Flo Giroux. I think this is Flo's only mount. He might have had one earlier, but again, Flo just showing up for 1 mount. So he's not coming for he's coming for something. And right now the 7-2. Definitely ran a very nice race last time. We got Mindy's Union, Glenn Wismer Morales. This horse trying turf and distance. Never bet a horse that tries 2 things for the first time new. Sherry DeVoe and Ben Hernandez here for Blue Heaven Farm. This horse ran a monster race last time and just got flat out kicked by Paris Lane and Quietly. And this horse has had a very solid career on the turf for sure, and lost Cinderella's Dream, which is no slouch at all. So you throw that race out, the horse has been ultra consistent. So let us know. The French mathematician, Flo Giroux. Anthony is a FanDuel TV race and host analyst. His broadcasting experience includes nearly 25 years. Yep. Anthony's great. Anthony's great. Stream got blurred. Is that mine? My stream got blurred or the okay. Let's see. Chunks of gold. Yep. There you go. Morning line 10-1. Yep. What race? Are you making your own morning line 10-1? Can I have that one, please? If you're making them 10-1, I'll definitely take that one. Curtis Stinnett, Tri-Key, 1 first and second with 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. Bobby D's got a 1-3 with the 8, 9, 6. Yeah, all good horses this race. Yep. Yep. Yeah, good weather for the Derby. I have a 16-1 and 4-1 winners running on to a 21 resulting in Ascot Saturday. Okay, nice. All right, good luck on that one there. Anthony likes the 10 here, okay? Thanks, Irene. Let me see. He likes the 10. Let's check out the 10. New Rome, Torres, and Jenna Antonucci. Yeah, coming at 10-1. Press faltered late. Wow, good for Anthony. Maybe he thinks he's going to be the only speed in this race. I don't see that as a thing, but hey, Anthony's got his reasons, and Anthony's a sharp turf. Let's say so. Let's see. There we go. Let me see here. Yeah, Destino d'Oro is definitely a talented horse. Blinkers off is the move. Brad Cox is 31% with the 1 on this move. Interesting. See what the exactness pay. This would be interesting. Let's see who our friends pick. Let's see. Joe Krzysztofic picks 2, 8, 9, 1, and Kevin picks 8, 6, 1, 5. Yeah, I'm not loving that rail on the, the looks so good. It looks really good. This horse ran a monster race last time. Should have won. And if you throw out the race versus Cinderella's Dream, and she feels pretty, I mean, talk about a all-star crew there, right? I mean, this horse has never run a bad race. James got a win in place in the Exacta box 3-5. Good luck, James. Still over 100 people with us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight here. We're gonna, I gotta update the banner here. $86 left to play with. That's our main goal. $84. I'm sorry, $84 to play with. So perfect. Get that going there. Okay. Now we're back. $84. Okay. So let me see here. Horses coming onto the track a little bit here. The walk around, big walking ring here. Obviously got a lot of talent. I mean, there's so many people in the walking ring right now. See how that one looks there. There's the one. Two looks good on his toes. 3 is 8-1. 4 is 26-1. 5, 16-1. Flows on the gray horse looks solid there. And we got Brendan Carroll, our boy David Carroll. Yeah, there's Brendan Walsh with the 9. Good luck there, Bodick. Hope you win there. 10, 15-1. So they're coming on to the track for the last race. Thank you to everybody who has joined us today. So appreciate it. All right, now what to pick for our thing here. Doug Trapp also gets the Bug Boy Husbands, who was excellent and still under the radar. Just arrived at Churchill Downs. Yep. Yeah, no, Doug, Micah, I was up at Woodbine with Micah. Micah won like his first, 5 races up at Woodbine, and he lost his bug so quickly that he had to stop. He's a definite great rider. Anyone who knows Patrick, one of the very best turf riders in the last 30 years up in Canada and other places, has won other spots. Just a fabulous riding family. Christopher Husbands and all the other ones is great. All right, so we're trying to go out here a winner if we can, which is always our goal. We're at $86, $84. All right, and this is what I'm thinking here. Okay. Let's see. Let me see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. See here. Okay, you guys ready for this? I'm going to press for one minute here. There you go. See, even blind squirrel gets a nut there. Let's see. And Doug Trapp has got 50 to win on the 5 and a 25 to win in place and show. Key boxes over the 1, 6, 8 exacta. JG Funk has got 4, 6 exacta box. Colebrook just took the 7th. Let's get back to back on the double like that, my friend. Jenny, are you being held hostage? Do you need help? Exactly. But we are in this race. We are going to simply go with our gut here. And we are going to think that the 1 needs a race back, even though She could have been more impressive. I think we're going to need a race here. So what we're going to do, okay. Let's see. Okay. So all right. Yeah. Hey, Ross, how are you? No, Brendan. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's Bodek's horse. Yeah, no, Cat Eyes definitely has a chance here, for sure. If anyone can get Brendan, can get a horse to run off a bad race. Let's see. East Ave come to mind. There, he can definitely get this horse who ran a very impressive win at Gulfstream. But if the horse can run the race, then definitely have a chance here. So if you like that horse at a price, I do not would not talk you off that at all. But we have, let's see, we have 1 minute to go. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. 50. We're going to do 20. We're going to do a $60. I'm going to do 20 to win in place on the 8, and I'm going to do a 30. I'm going to see, $50. We're going to do a $5 exacta box, 1-8, and 20 to win in place on the 8, because I think Sherry's horse is going to run a big one. So let me see here. Let's see. 20 to win in place on the 8 at a $5 exacta box, 1-8. We will see if we can get this home. They're now entering the turf course. Good luck to everybody. The carryover for the Derby 6 is $854,000. If anyone's looking to play tomorrow, it would be over $1 million. So get your plays in. Horses are coming onto the turf course as we speak. Got most of the horses in the gate. Good luck to everybody. Again, thank you to everybody joining me tonight. Jenny Max got an exacta box 1, 6, 8, 10 and win in place in the 8 and the 10. Jenny, we can both be winners together. There you go. And try a pocket trip from 3, 4. Like it. And they're off. And it's the 10 who's going right up with the lead. The 2, the 3, the 4, and the 6 all. And the 10 really bringing out a real pace here. Could be setting this up for the 1. 22 and 3. This 10 is flying. The 2, 3, 4, and 6 right behind. Then the 7, the 8 sitting right on the outside. And we have 3, the 5, the 4, and the 1 can see them all. 22. This new Rome absolutely trying to fly on the outside. We got the 2, we got the 6, Expatriate moving right up the rail for Chad Brown. Of course, my picture would go right when I'm calling the race here. See if we get my picture back here. The 10 still on the top. 3, the 2, just in case so, trying the 6 kind of fade. We're looking for some closers here, and we're not getting them. The 1's got a lot of work to do. Down the stretch they come. And it's the 10 still on the lead, the 2, the 3. Where is our 8? 8's trying to make a move through the middle. Ryan J. Hernandez down the stretch. Here comes the 1. The 1's on the lead. With the 1's trying to get up. Can the 8 get up 8? Get up 8. 1, 10, 8. God. How do they not catch the 10 with those fractions? Unbelievable. Oh, I thought we were. I thought we were. I thought we were home there. Brian got boxed. The one ran a huge race. This horse is the real deal. She's gonna be back in stakes races. Look at the way. Cannot believe the 8 could not catch the 10 with those 110, and you couldn't catch the. But Brian was in traffic again. The side B keeps getting in traffic, which is her downfall. She keeps getting in traffic, and that should have been 1-8 cold. But that's racing at Churchill Downs. Yeah. And Jeffrey got the pick 5. Great job, buddy. Nice job. Yeah, and look at Jenny Mack. Yeah. Boom, with the $76 exacta in place 10. Nice job. Way to go. And for, let's see, Claudio, the winners are, let me see here, in order, 110, 8, 6, 5. Man, I thought we had it cold. Especially with the 10 setting ridiculous fractions out there. Ren, what a race, Jen. And to get your place. I thought your 10 was going to fold like and ran incredible. What was that? Jamie Torres? What a ride for Jenna's going to be one happy camper tonight. That her horse ran huge at 17-1 too. Nice job. And that's going to be nice. Now I got the pick 4. Great job, my friend. Antonucci. Jenna Antonucci. Exactly. She's great. Just saw her at Saratoga. Thanked her for all the incredible work she did this winter with the legislature at Florida. She's one awesome lady. Can speak English, can speak Spanish. So many talents. She's one of my favorite ladies. And she has one of the best teams, too. They are fantastic. Yeah, James, I thought we had 1-8 cold. And I thought that was going to be, thought the 10 was just going to slow down enough for us to get it. But then that would have been 1-8 would have been 14-1, would have been $30 too. And we would have definitely would have finished ahead. But yeah, those are exactly, yeah. And Curtis, yeah. Nice job. So Jen finishes with a great way. Oh, James, always my pleasure, my friend. Thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. Always a pleasure to be with you guys. Came so close there in the last race. I had handicapped that. I thought it was going to be 1-8, 8-1 cold, and with an 8 maybe. But once again, she found side B, just keeps finding herself in trouble. One of these days, she's going to run a straight race and she's going to win. But all winners, thank you to everybody. Jen, Jeffrey, Malathot, James White, Bodick. Don't worry, bud. Your horse will be back. I can't wait to see him run again. And Brendan will get him back in shape. If anyone can, it's him for sure. Long year to go with that. Bobby, thank you so much. Ross, thank you. Doug, thank you for joining us. Sully, always a pleasure, my man. Turf and Tops, thanks for joining us. Curtis, love. Irene, thank you, my friend. 6 and 8. I thought, Irene, you might have a huge chance there, my friend, with your double, but we'll get him another day. Yeah, so to everybody who joined us again, thank you. As always, you guys make the show. Thank you to everybody, and we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night for Assiniboia. Good luck in the Ohio Derby this weekend. Chunks of gold. Hopefully my boy can run a big race and win there. But Jenny Mack, great job. Everybody who won. Bobby D, great to see you back in the winner's circle. We'll see you soon. Thanks, buddy, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.